There once was a ship that put to sea, and the name of the ship was the Billy of Tea. The winds blew hard, her bow did down, oh blow me bully boys blow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. She had not been 2 weeks from shore when down on her a right whale bore. The captain called all hands and swore he'd take that whale in tow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Before the boat had hit the water, the whale's tail came up and caught her. All hands to the side, harpooned and fought her when she dived down low. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. No line was cut, no whale was freed, and the captain's mind was not on greed, but he belonged to the whaleman's creed. She took that ship in tow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go.
Watch that old fire as it flickers and dies. The once blessed the household and lit up our lives. It shone for the friends and the clinking of glasses. I'll tend to the flame, you can worship the ashes. Capture the wild things and bring them in line, and own what was never your right to confine. The lives and the loves and the songs are what matters. I'll tend to the flame, you can worship the ashes. Do you feel heavy, your eyes drop with grief? Your spirit is wild and your suffering is brief. So never you buckle and bend to the masses. I'll tend to the flame, you can worship the ashes. Get round a fire with a glass of strong ale, and tell us a story from beyond the pale. Bury some seeds and expect some strong branches. I'll tend to the flame, you can worship the ashes. Now show me a man that can meet all his needs. For what we need most now is unity's seed. A common old song for all creeds and all classes. I'll tend to the flame, you can worship the ashes. I'll tend to the flame. What will we do when the world it is ending, and time it is halted for friend and for foe? Try to hold on to the time as it passes. I'll tend to the flame, you can worship the ashes. I'll tend to the flame, you can worship the ashes. I'll tend to the flame, you can worship the ashes.
Well, I heard that.
What, the crack?
Noah's talking right now.
To me?
Almost like we're live.
Great job just holding it in, you know? I was just like, hey, we're about to go live. And then everyone was like, ooh, I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna whisper.
Not me. I held strong.
It's true. Not you, but
Well,
you
I'm a
held
little
strong.
wobbling.
I'm sorry. Look, there's production things to do, like countdowns and count me in and all that.
Oh, please. I joined in and said, we're about to go live, and that wasn't enough for you?
I thought you muted us again.
Nope.
No. Why would I mute you again? To be fair, I messed up.
We deserve it.
That was my bad.
I hear he has a plan. Let's be quiet real quick.
We're about to go live, guys. Quiet.
Hey guys,
quiet.
we're about to go live. Let's reel it in really quick.
Alright.
Hello, and welcome to Luck Check. My name is Johnny McAllister, and I'll be your dungeon master for the afternoon. Luck Check is a live play D&D podcast streamed weekly here at twitch.tv/luckcheck every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Starting this Friday at the same time, 6 p.m., we're also going to be starting a semi-weekly talkback stream where we'll have a slightly more informal gathering of a few of our players to just chat about the events of Luck Chat, answer some viewer questions, or who knows what else. Additionally, did you know that we have a YouTube channel and a Discord server? It's true. I wouldn't lie to you. Links are available to both of those in the stream's About page or by using the associated command in Twitch chat. You can use !YouTube or !Discord. Now, it wouldn't be a good D&D game without the players, and it's my job, officially, to tell you about them. This player lies about his name to people he meets so that he doesn't have to correct them when they mess up. My co-host, Tovi Trubnik.
Actually, it's Toby Trubnik.
I was really gonna say Toby Trubnik, but then I decided not to.
Hello, I am the co-host and sometimes DM, but not today. I am playing my character, whose name is Henry. Henry is a little bit of a witch, and he's a bit of a healer witch, a helpful boy. And yeah, that's just basically all about Henry. It's a non-canon class, so if I do anything wacky or wild, I'll try to explain it in the game.
Very good. This next player played D&D for the first time in a church, and that church was later mysteriously burned to the ground. My partner, Alex Mason.
Okay, first, it was burned before I played D&D in it.
No, I don't
by
care.
Satanists.
Don't ruin the story.
Sorry. I am Alex. I use they, them pronouns. And I am playing Rune, a moon druid water genasi.
Very good. This third player spent most of his life researching phase transitions, and now can't get a fucking job. Introducing Dr. Ben Stortenbecker.
Hello. Thank you so much. God, there's nothing better than the job search. That's truly what life is all about. Tonight, I'm going to be playing, as I have been for the last couple of weeks, Kamos, a War Mage class from the Valda's Spire of Secrets, 5e supplemental Kickstarter thing. It's a really cool little supplement, and yeah, it's been a fun time.
Very good. Our final player once lost a game of rock, paper, scissors so bad that he ditched school and went straight home. Introducing Connor Griffith.
Hello.
I need more context for that story.
I can't
damn.
give you any more. I'm here again playing Valendros, my Pain Taster Rogue, which is a middle finger of Vecna homebrew that I absolutely fell in love with, and yeah.
Very good. Players, thank you so much for introducing yourself. I do have one request really quick. I am attempting, to the best of my ability, to quickly up the power of volume on the stream, but please bear with me for 1 second. Unpazed, he's got it. While I'm fixing some audio issues, players, do you mind giving us a quick recap of what happened last week? Try and keep it brief. We don't want to fool everything.
You terrified everyone with your voices?
It's about as brief as it gets, and I loved it.
Yeah.
All right.
There
Well, I
we
mean,
go.
I took care of it
took
last
notes.
time. I remember quite well what happened, or we can,
I took care of it the time
what's up?
before.
Alex.
You think I wrote notes last time? I was too busy. Like, what is going on?
I just
Alright.
listened to the VOD, so
Holy shit,
Oh,
he
tell
actually
me.
listened.
I
He
did.
Why don't you give us a recap? What happened
Okay.
during last week?
I mean, it works because a lot of them were things where, like, I was like, "Hey, Johnny, what if we did this?" And he was like, "Okay," and then he did it. But yeah, so last week, right after the events of the previous week, you guys had fought and killed an invisible monster. You saw Guffrey, one of the citizens of a small town on an island called Tiversard, and he was peeking out, looking real suspicious. You questioned him and basically found out that he had sicked the monster on the town to get revenge on another town citizen called what was his name again? It's been a little even though I just listened to it and I wrote the
Who are we
character.
talking about? Who are we talking about?
Vep.
That is
Yeah,
correct.
to get revenge on Vep. And he killed Vep. But his wife was like aghast at him, ended up leaving with the party. Meanwhile, Kamos, you had woken up on the ship, you went ashore only to pass out and then almost be consumed by an orc man who was basically like the poacher for the village, except he poached people. And he was dragging you and the captain of the ship off to go kill you guys. When you started fighting him, he started to run away. The group pursued him and eventually defeated him. You got back on the ship and headed back to the mainland, where some unfortunate events happened after basically giving the ship over to the crew. The old man, Captain Helmond, passed away by stabbing himself in the stomach and falling overboard, bequeathing his ship to us. And that's where we left off.
Huzzah.
This is
Actually,
true.
real quick, did we ever canonically establish that Henry came back?
Yeah. Henry Valandress went off to
Yeah, we
the
went-
town to grab him.
Rune and I. Yeah.
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 Yeah, and that's when we grabbed Petal because her husband sucks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Nice. Maybe we can convince them to stick around. They're so cool.
And we almost did forget Henry, but don't worry, we got him.
Don't worry, gang. It's okay. I had it set up where if you forgot him, you would just start to take off, and then you would see on the shoreline Henry sprinting after the boat, yelling, "Wait, wait!"
I see.
That's how it was going to happen.
Mm.
Now, this is the part where I say a long paragraph that I wrote in Google Word before the stream started. So shut up.
No.
There's them production values.
Welcome to the world of Casacania, a land ruled by the greedy anti-magic power known as the Corregent. Gathered here today, our heroes find themselves criminals in the eyes of the Corregent, either due to their life of crime or connection to magical power. Players, the sun blazes high overhead as a cool breeze drafts the smell of salt water past your nose and to your mouths. You can taste the briny condensation settle. After a calm, full day's journey from Tiversard, you find yourself within a few minutes of Port Kailano's low town dock, where your journey began just a few days ago. What is the party up to on your recently acquired fishing trawler?
I think Rune took Petal below deck and is comforting her after her ridiculously emotionally exhausting day.
For sure. You see Petal is just... Honestly, the work that Petal got to immediately get into seemed almost like a just I've got to put something. I've got to put myself to use of something so that I don't have a breakdown right now. And as soon as you take Bettel below docks and just start to comfort her, you see she just starts sobbing into your arms, and it's just. It feels like a great weight is being lifted from her shoulders, but it's clearly something that's going to take a little bit of time. Like a lot of stuff has happened to her recently, but she thanks you. She says, Rune, you're a good person, and I appreciate you. I don't know what I would have done if you all hadn't shown up and done what you did, and I appreciate it. Thank you, Rune.
Yeah, no problem. The second I saw how your husband was treating you, I knew you needed to get out.
Yes. Well, I appreciate that. And you see, after a little bit of talking between the two of you, she gathers some of her things and says, we'll soon be at port, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, I should get my things ready. Do you think maybe they need you on deck?
Yeah, no, yeah. I go upstairs and leave her to
Thanks again,
get
Rune.
her stuff. No problem, Petal.
And you see she turns to start gathering her things. As you step up the stairs onto the main deck, what are the rest of the party doing? I'll grab Henry really quick. What are you up to?
Henry is up on the mast. I think just securing some things for the sails. And just kind of looking out over the horizon. I think he kind of wants to be maybe a little bit removed from everybody else right now, just to like reflect on everything that happened. But I think he's also noticing a weird little creature that had crawled into his pocket when he was aboard the island, and just kind of messing around with that.
Very good. Do you feel like describing the little creature to everyone, or do you want to keep that for yourself for now?
No, it's a secret for me. No, I'm just playing. So yeah, he takes it
I
out
want to
and
know what your secret pocket animal is.
he takes it out, and it looks like sort of a little spider type thing, and it's kind of like disgusting at first, and he's a little like creeped out that it like crawled into his pocket, but it doesn't seem hostile. It kind of seems friendly. And when he puts it down, it crawls back into his pocket, and he tries to take it out again, and he only finds 2 gold coins where there was only 1 before.
He finds double the number of coins?
And no creature.
Interesting. Very well.
We got an infinite money glitch or what?
We're about to.
Maybe just 1 spider that can turn into 1 gold. We'll find out.
1 money.
1 money. Sorry, one money.
1 money is
yes.
important.
Perfect. Henry, you're up on the mast. You've climbed up there. Henry's done a bit of ship work before, right? Like you're not entirely new to it?
Yeah, Henry he's kind of a jack of all trades. He's not like an expert on a ship or anything, but he knows the ropes.
Nice. Pun intended.
Yeah.
Very good. Henry is up on the mast, kind of attaching things, making sure the sails are all ready to go. Beneath you see Gellin walking by carrying a handful of supplies over to the port side of the ship, and just brings it all over to where Valandrus is waiting. And Valandrus, what do you think you're up to?
Probably seasick. Probably thrown up over the port side.
Very good. Very good. Yeah, Gellin just kind of walks up to you and just kind of nods. He reaches out. You can barely make out. He reaches out his hand, considering giving you a quick like back pat or back rub, and then he just thinks, "No, I don't think I will," and just says, "We're almost to port. You'll be all right, mate."
I just kind of lean back into the ship and turn and give him like a queasy thumbs up.
He hands you a little like medicinal pouch, or not pouch, like a little like herb combination that Petal prepared for you. And he says, Petal says this should help with the all of that, and he gestures to the vomit that's just dissipating into the ocean waves.
Yeah, I down it.
Perfect. It tastes bad. It's like very bitter, but you managed to get it down, and you think that nothing has changed, but maybe it's just slow acting. You can't be sure.
Great.
After that, Kamos, what are you up to?
Kamos is at the wheel. Basically, we've got this small trawler. We're getting into port. And if I recall, last time we established it was evening time as we were coming in, right?
That is correct.
Yeah. So it's a strange ball of emotion. Perhaps one of the most recent bits of comfort that Kamos has gotten, like camaraderie and personal connection. Because while we've gone through some harrowing things, certainly we haven't had a terribly much chance to emotionally bond, if you will, right? And that warm feeling you get when someone who has some higher position is just like, hey, by the way, let me take you in and show you, right? Always feels good. And then to have that just drop away due to the hopelessness that that person felt, kind of hits a certain melancholy spot and really takes what was looking like an upward trend and really starts like pushed it back down into this kind of downward trajectory in Kamos's life, as I think he would think about it.
Yeah.
This weird string of unexpected and unusual, almost betrayals, and what Captain Hellman did, and be a classic betrayal, certainly has this unexpected emotional subversion of expectations, and so that's a lot to mull over. But also Kamos is trying to balance being distracted by said emotions and also focusing on making sure that everyone gets back to port safely, because he's the captain now, and we're the only ones that can take care of ourselves, right? It's our responsibility to get back. It's his responsibility to make sure that he guides everyone the right way. So yeah, that's what Kamos is doing.
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. I would say as the sun is starting to set, it's still a hot day, but it is starting to get cooler as the evening comes in. The light breeze from earlier starts to pick up and become a more gentle, continuous wind at your back. And you, unless the party has anything they want to do with each other, you are going to successfully sail in right up to the docks.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I think that's what we all want to do.
Perfect. I'm gonna make a funny little check here. This is mostly just to see the state of the ship as it pulls in. Nothing bad has happened to it. It did get tangled up by some sharks, so you're not expecting anything bad to happen here. But I mostly just want to see how it looks when it rolls in.
That makes sense. I mean, truly, when I pull into port with my ship, I'm worried about how many sharks my ship has been tangled inside of.
Usually the sharks are tangled on the outside, and the ship doesn't go into the sharks. But
It's a fisher trolley, so you never know.
Yeah, you never
Clearly
know.
you're doing
Need a
it
bigger
wrong.
boat.
You can never be too certain. Yeah, you guys see, as you pull in for the evening, a handful of other fishing ships. A lot of them smaller than the Sweet Marianne. All start to pull in and just kind of look up at the ship and see this dirty, dingy, uncleaned ship that dwarfs their own in size. Like the ship that clearly used to be very well kept and very beautiful rolls in and it looks bad. And you all see that you get a lot of just mean looks from sailors. There's this kind of expectation among fishermen that you keep your equipment and your boat in pristine condition and the seas will favor you. And so to see a ship that isn't being really looked after, not that Captain Hellman didn't care for the ship immensely, but he was one person, and it didn't seem like in his age it was getting harder and harder for him to take care of the ship. So you get some looks as you pull in. Other than that, though, you see Kamos, without even having to say the order, you see Gellin jumps over to the dock to start tying things in. But other than that, do you give any commands to the rest of your ship?
Yeah. We tell Henry to hoist the sails, and then Valandros go help Gellin with the tying to deck.
Sir.
Well,
No, I wouldn't call you sir. No, that's weird.
Yeah.
It's too soon for that. I'd just be like,
It's
okay.
It's the rest of the captains that are, it's the rest of the crew when we get there that'll be part of it. Let's see. Rune, did you ever decide what role? Did we ever figure out what role you fit well in?
I think it was navigator is what I was doing.
Right. Well, nope.
Yeah.
We're pulling report, so we don't need to worry about that.
The port's right there. I found it.
Found the port.
I navigated it. It's right there. We did it.
Excellent work, Rune. I am feeling very excited and good about future prospects as we navigate the sea.
Chat room, make sure you type !accent into chat really quick.
Oh no.
It's so important. I guess. Hey now. This is.
There is some roleplay happening right now. You can't break character like that. Come on.
This is some character assassination. Oh, excuse me. I'm listening to demons in my head. What do I want to say? What is Petal doing at the moment?
You know that Petal is, as you pull into the dock, Petal kind of appears on the upper decks with a bag full of all of her things that she brought with her. She seemed to have, when she came with Rune and Valandros, she very hastily stuffed things into a bag and another bag and just everything she could carry. But she's more organized now and she's very well prepared. And she approaches you.
Oh, okay. Well, Kamos approaches her.
Perfect. The two of you bump heads, and you're like, "Oh God, I'm sorry." No. Petal walks up and goes, "Kamos, I want to
yes.
thank you again for the safe voyage. It is good people are hard to come by nowadays, and you've all done well by me, and I appreciate it."
Well, from what I understand, I trust my crew, and it seemed like you needed a ride, a way to get out. Do you have someone on the mainland, the main island, who could take you in? Do you have any plans?
Truthfully,
Do you know where you're going?
Truthfully, I don't have a very secure position available, but I am a trained herbalist, and while there's some similarities in what I do to magic, I can be very careful about hiding that. I'm certain I can find a profession here.
You could be our medical person.
If you would like, I feel like housing 6 people is not much more difficult than housing 5. If you would like a room to stay, we can make sure that our accommodations can accommodate you.
You would do that for me?
Yeah. Why not? We can discuss perhaps if you would be interested after that, your ability to help, keeping us sewed up when adventure comes along. If that is the life that you are interested in.
That is a lot to consider. I'll take you up on the first offer for sure, because I can't be
Please,
certain
of
of where I'm
course.
sleeping tonight. But if you'll let me think about it, I'll get back to you.
Of course.
Thank you. And you see she heads over to Rune and starts just small talk with her really quick, small talk between Rune and Petal really quick. And they you guys pull into the dock. You see the fisherman giving you some glances, but for all intents and purposes, the sweet Marianne is tied down. You're ready to go.
So, where to then?
Nice. Sleep.
Well.
Don't you think? I think we need that more than anything else.
Did
Yeah, but
you not sleep on the way
where?
over?
Surely there are some places in Lowtown that we can get a nice place or a place to sleep.
Perhaps the bar where we met the alchemist then? Did they have rooms? I didn't check.
We can go ask around. Let's go.
Lead the way.
To bring all these ingredients to the chemist anyway.
Yes, that is important. Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah, very good. You want to head back to the Oh goodness, I can't find the name of it. Oh no, Toby, what was it called? the place,
Oh no!
the Sea Salt
God.
Inn.
Oh, quick! No, it was called the Seahawk Dirge. It's bottom left of the map.
Seahawk Sturge. Yeah, I need to pull up a higher resolution of the map because I can't actually see the one on Streamlabs. I didn't think this through.
Oh no!
Oh no, I can't find it. Oh no.
Oh no!
It's in here somewhere. No, I got it. Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, you all head over
Really
to the Seahawk Sturge, and it is about to hit nighttime. You think it's around 8:30 to 9 p.m., somewhere in that time frame. When you pull up to the Seahawks Dirge, you see, or you hear from outside that it is busy. Obviously, this is one of their peak times, and you can tell that they're getting a lot of business right now. So it could be a bit of a wait, you think, if you're trying to meet with the chemist directly, or especially an even bigger wait if you're trying to find a room. But if you want to head in, go for it.
Yeah, Henry heads in.
Yeah.
Valadros just kind of peeks around a little bit to see if he can find the half elf guy. Not like stopping necessarily, but just like looking around.
Don't
Sure.
want to be embarrassed in front of your crush again,
Exactly.
Exactly.
Valandris
Rune
can...
leans over to Gellin and goes, "Are we doing the same thing we did last time? Get you in?"
No, I have a and Gellin pulls out the slip that he has from the chemist. He's like, I have a referral.
Oh, right.
About that actually, Kamos,
Hmm.
you I feel like you should probably come with to talk to the chemist. Just because, I don't know, I guess you're in charge or whatever, so...
Well, we've got the boat. Did you... Out of character. Did Gellin tell anyone what he did when talking? Because I believe he did.
Yeah, I think he told you
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
him saying he was coming.
Notice the slip that says your name on it.
And of course, it would help if they could meet the real contractor, the real customer. Maybe we can talk our way into getting things done a little bit cheaper than what she had said before.
Very good. Okay, yeah, Gellin hands you that note, and it's just like, we should probably go together just in case the bouncer tries to give you trouble, but he knows me, so... you all pull into the inn, and you see a couple of different groups. Whoever wants to, give me a perception check.
Ooh.
Absolutely, because this is part
Why
of what I
not?
was doing.
Nice. Is that dope? That's a dirty 20 from me.
Oh, nice. I got a 19.
Perception, he said.
That is true.
Perception, he said. Ooh, there
Mhm.
goes thing.
Did I do
Okay.
something wrong?
No, I don't think Dice Maiden is allowed in here.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah,
You're
give
not
him-
wrong. Give me 1 second.
Johnny!
Listen.
There's a lot of stuff.
I made one big mistake, and my mom got scared. Oh,
Truly, the most professional thing.
goodness. How do I do this? It's taking a second. Here we go.
Here, just try and get.
No, it's fine. I got it. And
Don't worry,
we're
we have
in. Try it again.
Okay.
My apologies. What are we looking at?
Oh, damn it. That's a 6.
I got a 7. I got a nat 1.
Oh
Okay.
no.
Henry and Kamos.
19.
Dirty 20 for me and 19 for Henry.
Very good. You said dirty 20 for Kamos?
Yes.
Okay. So I'll resolve this in 2 different groups. Valandris and Rune. You
Yeah.
are... Rune, what are you looking for?
I was just looking around, seeing what's going on.
Yeah, okay. You're looking around, seeing what's going on. Valandris, you're looking for the half-elf from a few nights ago, the one who, I'll say, intrigued you, caught your interest. The two of you are so busy looking around, Valandris for something more in particular, Rune not so much, that you both step into a short, for lack of a better word, what you would recognize, well, there's a chance you would know this, you would recognize this as a Hadozi, or a Hadozi, male, a just short, effectively monkey human. He's got closer to like a chimpanzee, he's got fluffy white fur, he's got tan nose and bright blue eyes, and you can see he is wearing a tricorn like pirate's hat. In his belt is tucked a flintlock pistol, and then another pistol, and then another pistol, and then one more pistol, and then on the other side is a saber, and they all drag to the ground because he's very short. And he turns around and he goes, "Oi then, what's with the lot of you, eh? Just bumping into people because you feel like it?
Why do you have so many guns? You only have 2 hands.
Why don't you have more guns, huh, sister? Or if
I don't got a single gun.
Oh, my mistake. So you're a coward, a craven, is that it?
No, I just don't got the money for a gun, you know?
Ooh, a poor craven. Only thing worse than a poor craven is a stupid craven. Now tell me, is that what either of you are?" And he kind of glances up at Valandris and then glances over at Rune.
No?
No, yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think, yeah.
I don't know what it is.
See, you could have fooled me by bumping right into me instead of watching where you were going. But clearly,
It was an accident.
oh good, it's an accident. All's forgiven
Yeah.
then. You
Oh,
fellas,
awesome.
you
Great.
fellas have a fine night. And you see he kind of grips one of his pistols and then lets it go, and he walks away and starts and grabs a mug just off of a waitress's like platter that she has. He just grabs it without paying for it, downs it, puts the mug back, and then starts a rounding cheer with a couple of what you assume to be other pirates that are sitting next to him. He just effectively stands up onto the bench that they're at and just starts going, "Alrighty, me boys, it's time for a wonderful night." And they start cheering after him, sharing some drinks, and just having a good time. Everyone else, Kamos and Henry, you witnessed this happen, but, you know, whatever you want to do with that's your own business.
He seems like a cool dude.
Off in the corner, you see a group of people, a group of mostly humans and elves and a couple of tieflings sitting around this kind of round table in the corner. playing some gambling. Kamos, you recognize sitting there is the gentleman who stole your pants off a couple of nights ago at the same very inn. He's gambling with a larger group of fellows this time.
Woof.
You see at that table, both of you can kind of tell that there is one player who seems to be doing a little better than the rest. You see this kind of shorter human guy with orange hair, or like red hair, like a, you know. And you see this shorter, kind of portly, red-haired individual just kind of doing better each hand than everyone else. And he's, every time he goes, "Oh, I'm sorry guys, I don't know what to tell you," and he just scoops in the chips, and every other player at the table just goes, "Of course you don't, of course." You see their exasperated smiles start to get thinner and thinner as the game goes on. Over to the... Oh, sorry, go on.
Oh, no. I was just going to say, I think Henry's interested in heading over there.
Okay, yeah, sure. You do that. What is Kamos doing, and what are Rune and Valendris doing after your encounter with that Hadozi?
You can go first, Kamos, if you want.
Where? Campos is going to be interested in business, so he's going to go towards the bar and try and negotiate,
Perfect.
rooms and stuff.
Okay. Gellen's going to go with you, just waiting to go to see the chemist. What about Valendris? What are you up to?
I mean, I'm also gonna go to the bar, but just for drinks, not for business.
Perfect. Rune?
I think I'm gonna follow Henry, see what he's up to.
Perfect. We'll resolve that in that kind of order. So Henry and Rune, you walk over. How close are you wanting to get to this gaming table? It seems like they're playing some variant of poker, just something simple.
I would actually, I think Henry walks up and he pats the man on the shoulder who keeps winning, and he says, "Oh, you seem to have some good luck, but I think I might be able to challenge that luck. May I join in?"
The man looks up at you with a wide smile and says, "Well met, friend. It's good to see you. You'll have to take it up with my friends. We've got a full table at the moment. I was actually gonna leave soon, but I could stick around a little longer and see if maybe someone else wants to swap out with you."
Oh, absolutely. That would be fantastic. How about I buy a round of drinks to the table, and in that way I buy my seat.
He turns and goes, "Fellas, that sound all right with you?" And you see the gentleman who Kamos told you about and who you saw with Kamos, just kind of turns and goes, "All right, yes, that seems fine. Buy me a drink and you can have my seat. We're all good there."
All right. I snap and hail the waitress over, order a round of grog, and take the seat.
Perfect. It's a round for about 8 people, so that's going to cost
Okay.
you about 8 gold.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah, including yourself. And are you buying one for Rune as well? Or Rune, are you just sitting and watching?
I think I'm just sitting and watching, but I kind of like look at Henry like, "Come on, you gonna buy your
I
friend
suppose
some?"
so. Okay. Yes, them
You,
too.
Yes.
you get the 9th drink. It all works out. Valendris, Kamos, and Gellen all head over to the bar. You can see 2 very, very busy bartenders are here. I don't know why it took me so long to think of the word bartender. It's the easiest word. 2 very busy bartenders are here. They both kind of look up at you and say, "Hello, we'll be with you just one moment. Sorry, very busy. Order up." They grab something from the kitchen in the back, hand it out to another waitress who starts walking in the other direction. You see this small goblin waiter walks up, and he's just like, "Hey, my customer says he doesn't have enough of the fucking appetizers. What's going on? We running out or something?" And the bartender goes, "Hey, listen, it's your first night. Shut the fuck up. Don't tell me how to do my job, okay? I'm putting the right amount of appetizers on there. And don't raise your voice at me again, all right? And he's like, hey, listen, I'm just talking here. This is how I talk. It's no big deal, all right? I'm just trying to answer some questions. And you see he walks back over to the table, and they just sigh and kind of like get uppity with him, and he handles them pretty well. After a little bit, you guys finally get the attention of a bartender who finds enough time to settle over and come to the group. He says, all right, what can I do for you?
Just an ale for me.
An ale, all right. You see he just tosses over, starts grabbing the some draft for you effectively, places it down in front of you and says, all right, you want to tab or do you want to pay up?
Oh, tab me.
No problem. And he writes up a little thing for you, puts it back, kind of pins it into the center of the table near you, and he's like, all right, let me know if you need anything else. Gentlemen, for you.
One drink on his tab, but also, what is the rooming situation?
Oh.
Winks at Valandras.
Oh, yeah, the rooming situation. Let's see. So we've normally got about 6 rooms available. 5 of those are booked, and the last one's being cleaned right now. It might be done in an hour or 2. We're a bit short-staffed, unfortunately. So it's just been me and my associate here run upstairs and start cleaning the room whenever we get a chance.
Yes, of course. Quite a busy night then, huh?
You could say that, yeah. There's, well, people have had a lot to celebrate over the night, so we're getting very excited about that.
What happened?
What are we celebrating?
We're just getting back into port, so we haven't heard any news.
Oh, you haven't heard yet?
No, we have not.
Oh, well, listen, this is something that maybe... Are you Hightowners, perchance?
No.
I don't think we would associate with Hightowners, no.
Okay. So, the thing is... The magistrate of the Corregent very recently announced a marriage between himself and a rivaling party. And a lot of us were very concerned about it because, well, let's say this rivaling party maybe owns a lot of the land on Port Kailano, and the more power the Corregent gets here, the less fun we have, to put it lightly. So anyways, I don't know what music just changed to, so give me 1 second. There we go. That scared me. I have autoplay turned on. Let me turn that off. That's all right. You see, we heard it last night. It turns out, actually, the marriage fell through. It looks like the affiliated party found out something about the Corregent. This magistrate had some dirt up his sleeve, and they found out and wanted nothing to do with him anymore. So we're throwing a few back tonight.
Wow. Yeah.
Half-price drinks or what?
That's good news indeed.
Half-price drinks would be great, but unless you want to hop over on this side and put on an apron, I don't think we'll be doing that.
Wait, can I?
Would you be
He's
willing?
very good.
Would you be willing to cover a shift? Because we're down 4 people.
Absolutely.
If he does
Oh,
that,
no.
could you also give us, allow us a room to stay?
Here's what I'll say.
I'm not above an honest man's work, day's work in order to
Listen,
place to rest my
all
head.
right? My boss hasn't shown up in 5 weeks. I don't know who owns this store, but as far as I'm concerned, if someone shows up with an apron and cleans the room upstairs, I don't particularly care if they paid to spend the night there, if they're the ones who cleaned it. Because it means I don't have to do it. But you didn't hear that from me, and he slaps down 2 ales for you, and it says, order up, and turns around, grabs some more food, and runs out to hand it to a table.
Oh yeah, I'm grabbing my drink, slamming it, and grabbing an apron from behind the counter.
Perfect.
Hell yeah.
I'll hop back real
Are
quick.
you gonna take over this
gonna get-
tavern?
We really are. Time to go grab a key and.
We own it now. This is ours.
Hopping back really quick to Henry and Rune. Henry, you see your round of drinks comes around for the table, and the gentleman stands up and passes his seat to you and says, "Well, good luck then. I wouldn't recommend playing against Maddox for too long. He tends to make a living. But do have fun." And he kind of taps you on the back and then walks out of the bar with a drink.
Ah, right then. So, deal me in. Let's get started.
Very good. You guys deal in. You get dealed in. Rune, you're just watching still?
Yep.
Okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do the very straightforward way of rolling for a kind of poker hand. We're going to have... Tovi, you're going to roll 2d12. And I'm going to roll the same amount on my own time.
Okay. Let me do that.
Okay.
Okay.
And what you're looking for is effectively a 1 is an ace, 2 through 10 are face value, and
Okay.
then 11 and 12 are face cards, is effectively
Okay.
what you're looking at. So whatever you rolled, go ahead and keep to yourself really quick. And then we're not going to worry about suits or anything for now. We just want to know your first 2 cards. But we're going to go around the effective dealer, who at this point is just one of the players who ran out of money but still wants to participate and have fun. Flips over the 2 dealer cards for the table. You see he reveals a 9 and a 10, the makings of a straight. The table goes around, the order goes around, and I'm going to ask you really quick, Henry, what cards did you pull?
So, I am going to use the cheat cantrip.
Perfect.
What
Nice.
this allows me to do is reroll any ability check associated with card games or like tabletop games, anything like that. So I'm assuming I can reroll the.
You absolutely can, yeah.
Okay, sweet. Yeah. So I cast the cantrip cheat, and I, with the new roll, got a ace and an 8.
Very good, very good. Okay. You get this roll. You see, going around the table, a few people start to ante up some more. The buy and ante, I apologize, forgot to say, Maddox, the orange hair, the red haired gentleman across the table from you, said, "Since a new player's joined in, let's start a little smaller. 2 gold ante."
I say, don't drop the bounty on my behalf. I'm willing to pay up. And I take out my signet ring, which used to be the symbol of my house, and I flick it onto the middle of the table.
Very good. I do have just a kind of an out of character question for you.
Character. Yeah.
Do you think people would recognize the symbol?
House Viscal was a very like minor lord's house. I only owned maybe like 100 acres or so.
Okay, for sure.
But yeah,
Okay,
probably not.
no problem. You get people just kind of look at it and go and nod and just like raise their eyebrows and they're like, "Oh, okay, I guess he means business." You see a few of them ante up. You see Maddox says, "All right," looks at it for a second, and you can see in one of his eyes a little gleam happens for a second, and he says, "All right, I'd say ante to match about 15 gold. That sound all right?" And he says that to the rest of the table. They all push in 15 gold at your agreement. And so that first round of dealing happens. Comes the time to get new cards. So go ahead and roll another d12. You can, again, use the cheat cantrip on this.
Well, that's another ace. While I am doing this, that's literally an ace and a 7, another ace and a 7. I'm not joking.
Nice.
I would like to. Henry, I think, remembers a moment on the boat when he was messing around with his new spider pal, where for just a brief moment he was able to see through its eyes. Mechanically, it's a familiar.
Yeah.
So I think he's gonna reach into his pocket and just kind of like scratch the larger coin in there that he knows it's hiding as, and he's gonna take it out and as gently as he can roll it under the table towards the man who seems to have better than average luck.
That's pretty good. I really like that idea. I'll ask for a sleight of hand check just because that seems kind of like what you're doing. I don't think it's going to be very difficult. This is a very rowdy tavern. It won't be hard to do this quietly, but it might be hard to get it all the way over there as quietly as you want it to be.
Oh shit. That's a 7.
I'd say on a 7, I'll say this. Is there mechanically any reason that your familiar won't be able to give you the help action while it's in this form?
No, I don't think so. It would have to come out of the form to like give it, basically.
Okay, so
But,
it couldn't do it without leaving like this. In that case, I say we rock the 7. Across the table, not across the table, back over to the other side of the tavern, we have Galen and Kamos and Valandress, who's hopped over to the other side of the bar to start working for half-price drinks. Kamos, what are you up to?
Getting the key to that last room so that we can at least stick people in a bed somewhere.
Absolutely. You see the gentleman who was speaking to you earlier just goes, "Oh, yes, of course. Here you go." And he just kind of goes into the back really quick, grabs a key, comes around, hands it to you, and he says, up the stairs. He points down to near the side of the bar itself. Up the stairs, down the hall, 3rd door on the left. It is very messy. Whoever was in there had a bit of a rager, and, well, we haven't had time to clean it, so whatever you feel like doing with it, as long as you don't destroy it yourself, then we're all good.
Goody. Said in exactly that accent.
Yes. He kind of like looks back for a second. He's like, you know what? I don't particularly care. That's fine.
Yeah, we're gonna go. Well, first we're gonna swing over and see what the. Just take a peek over at Henry and Rune, largely to try and get people to help out, basically.
Gotcha.
And inform them of the plan. I think Henry, Kamos, is Kamos gonna notice Henry's signet and recognize it as a thing?
I would say that might be between the two of you. Did you both grow up from the Corrigan area?
I think, yeah, Henry was just kind of, I think his little, like, ruling homestead was just in sort of nondescript farmland, like outside of the main city by a couple of miles.
Okay.
I'm actually unsure of the structure of the Corrigan's like hierarchy and ruling class thing. But I would say probably, given Kamos's, I don't know, royal background, I would expect him to have been schooled and familiar with many of the house's names. But
yeah, absolutely.
I
don't think that Kamos has heard Henry's last name before, and you were busy at the bar when Henry kind of revealed the signet. So if you go, it might just be you might happen to notice it, but I don't think it would catch your eye necessarily.
Yeah.
If anything, you would see it and not know who it belonged to.
That's fair. Oh, because everything's all in the pile?
All in the pile. So do you want to head straight over to the table with Gellin? Just the two of you head over?
Yeah, because we're gonna head over to Rune's over there as well, right, Rune?
That is correct.
Yep.
Okay, Kamos is gonna walk basically over to Rune and just be like, "Oh, so what kind of trouble is Henry getting us into tonight?"
I honestly have no idea what he's doing or why. I got free beer out of it, so
Perfect. Try to make sure that he doesn't lose us too much money, Zena. It seems that we can have at least one room if we clean it up a bit. Are you engaged in this right now?
honestly, not really. I drink my free beer. I'll help.
Let's go take care of this. Also, hey, real quick, does he have all of our money?
I look at Henry. Does he have all our money?
No, only mine.
Okay, cool. Yeah, he
Gellin-
only has his.
Gellin reaches over into your ear and he says, I don't know how much money we as a whole have. I've got 8 gold on me at the moment. I'm not sure exactly what we're working with.
What kind of
Not
restaurant?
a lot.
Valendros
Wow.
passes by with a platter full of ale for another table and says, I've got 16.
Perfect.
Make sure you're
Gellin,
collecting tips.
Get those tips, yes.
Gellin just says, keep up the good work, bud. Yeah, as you are all doing this,
Let's go upstairs then.
well, momentarily, before you leave, before you turn to leave, you're chatting with Rune, and you all hear a loud clink, 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 as Henry's coin drops out and clinks onto the floor in the center of the table. And you all see the red-haired man kind of look down under the table and say, "Oh, looks like someone's dropped that. No worries." And you see under the table, visible to most of you, and Henry, you see it as well, a blue spectral hand appears around the coin, grabs it momentarily, flicks it with its thumb over to where the red-headed man is sitting. He grabs it, takes it, and flicks it with his thumb into the center of the table, the pile where the antes are. And you can tell that's where your familiar has ended up.
Interesting. Okay.
I'm gonna point excitedly at the redhead man. Ooh! Ooh!
He turns and just winks at you and he says, not too loud now.
Ah!
Yeah.
So, Kamos looks over and goes, you look like a man who knows how to party.
Well, I appreciate that. But again, was actually going to head out very soon. I just wanted to indulge your friend here.
Oh. Fair enough. Yeah. Let's just leave Henry to his doom.
Very good. Gellin goes up with you. Rune, you follow as well?
Yep.
Okay, the three of you head up to the rune. Tovia, I want the last of your checks. You should have 5 total rolls.
Okay. What's a 0 again?
You shouldn't be able to get a 0 on a d12.
Oh, I guess that's 12.
How did that happen, Toby? How did you get
That's
a
just what my
zero?
dice has.
Curious.
Okay. So what's a 12? A 12 would be a king.
Yeah, effectively. I was just saying 11s and 12s are face cards, but because there's
Okay.
not a great way of doing it. But yes, a 12 can be a king.
Okay, cool.
Okay. At the end of it, so what is your total hand?
I have a pair of aces. I have let's see, what else do I have? So I have a 7, an 8, 2 aces, and a king.
7 and 8, 2 aces and a king. Very nice.
Yeah, so I think all I have, even with the stuff on the table, I'm just short of a straight. But I have like a high pair.
Yep. You have the, I believe, highest possible pair. Everyone starts to reveal their cards. I will ask really quick. Your familiar's on the table. You can't get advantage on this, and the familiar didn't quite get to see anything from the other side of the table. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay. Oh boy, I really need to start rolling better.
No, Henry, why?
It's a 6.
All right. You see going around from the table, starting to your left, you see a guy reveals 2 3s as his best. He was really not doing well. Next guy reveals king high. Next guy reveals a straight. Gets around to the red-haired man. He reveals a royal flush. Person after him reveals 2 10s. Person after that reveals 3 queens. and then it gets back to you. You start to place your cards down on the table, and you see 7, 8, ace, a 9, and a 3.
Oh, I believe somebody here at the table has cheated, and it seems to be that man right there.
The whole table just kind of looks up at you and says, or it looks up at you and says, all right, listen, we get it. You're new and you just lost, but it's no need to be a sore loser about it.
I'm not being a sore loser. He took my cards and he replaced them with trash. It's the only way he got Royal Flush. I mean, do you really think he's been winning all night? He's taken all your money. Why don't you confront him? Why aren't you more upset about this?
You see the red-haired man looks at you and gives a big smile and just says, come on now, friend. Listen, some people's luck is just a little different than others. I'm sure the night will cheer up for you. And he stands up to start getting things, and the rest of the table just starts muttering, Maddox, under their breath.
Before you go, why don't we test that luck one last time? Okay? How about I take this coin here, before you've won it fair and square, apparently. I'll take it, and I'll flip it, you call it, and if it lands on heads, I get my ring back, and if it lands on tails, then I give you the rest of my gold. I think I have about 16 left. It's all yours. What do you say?
He has fully started to gather his things, and as you say that, he kind of pauses for a second, looks around the table at first, and says, well, how about this? You seem to think that I'm cheating. So why put yourself up against someone who you think is cheating? Why not test someone else's luck? I'll stand here and I'll give you the same deal. Go up against anyone at this table. Hell, anyone at the bar. If you win, you can have the ring back. If you lose, you give them your money. And I'll wait.
Okay. Henry looks around, and did anybody see the whole group of us walk in together?
Yeah, it seems like a couple of the, there's 4 staff in here, 5 now counting Valandras. But it seems like a couple of them noted you walking in, but it doesn't seem like, other than, I guess, the Hadozi man, no one really noticed the group walking in together.
How about that man behind the bar over there? Hello, yes, you. Would you like to win some money?
You're pointing at
who is behind the bar right now?
The bartender, or Valandras.
Is it Valandras?
Yeah,
Okay.
Valandras would be back there. Yeah. Go for it.
Would you like to win some money?
Yeah.
Okay, well, come on over. No bet required. Just you and me.
I kind of walk over with the questioning what's going on.
So, it's simple. We're flipping a coin. The winner takes 16 gold, and the loser, well, just loses, I suppose, in your case. Nothing lost besides pride. So, would you like to flip the coin, or would you like me to?
Go ahead.
Okay. And I take my familiar coin out of the center of the pile, and I flip it into the air, and I say, call it.
Heads.
And I think really hard about it being tails.
I will say,
So-
I'm not going to make you roll anything. I think it just makes sense that you can tell your familiar to be the right side up. The coin spins in the air gracefully. It lands on a side, starts spinning, and then slowly starts to rotate, almost like like a coin when it starts to come to a stop while it's spinning. And you see it all come up. Tails.
Well, there we go. I'll be taking this.
You turn to look, and the man is gone. All of the gold is left on the table, and your signet ring is calmly sitting at the top of the pile.
Oh, all right then. I take it back, and look around for him. Is he around?
You look around and you see the door just gently closing to the front of the bar, or to the front of the establishment, and you can tell all of the other people waiting or sitting at the bar. Excuse me, I'm so bad with words today. All of the other participants of this game that were sitting there start to count the gold and start taking back what was theirs. And then you see one of them goes, Maddox. You can never tell what he's up to. It's always a fun night, though. And they just start scooping up their belongings and pack up and start going for more drinks.
So can I get back to work, or what's going on?
Yeah, sorry. I just need to win my ring back. You're all good? Thank you. And I'm gonna flick the large gold coin out the door that's swinging shut. Just kind of telling it to see if it can find Maddox and just follow him wherever it is.
I'll ask for another sleight of hand, but with advantage because that's cool. I like that.
Okay. That one's a 15.
15, yeah, you flick it through the door. It spins gracefully in the air, rolls down the corner, and you see Maddox is calmly just whistling a tune, walking down the street in the darkness.
Okay. I'll just have it stick to him. It has an adhesive ability where it can just stick to somebody. So I'm just going to have it just hold on to him for a little while, see where he goes. I'll check back in later.
Sure. Kamos, Gellin, Rune, you all head up to the room. Do you head back to the third door on the left?
Yeah.
Perfect. You turn the key in the doorknob, or in the door. Turn the doorknob. The door squeaks open, very loud. Hasn't been oiled in a while, it seems. And you see just a mess. The bed sheets are all over the place. There's a pool of some liquid in the corner. What is effectively a lamp, like a gas burning lamp over in the corner has been dropped, and the glass is shattered surrounding it. You can see someone's belongings have been strewn out across the entire room, like clothing and like papers, things like that have all been strewn out all over the place.
Nice. Is there any gold in there?
Hey, you know what? Give me a flat D20 check. Let's find out.
All right. We roll, and we get a 19 on the die.
You find
Nice.
10 gold pieces.
Yeah, I'm rich
Nice.
Gellin just kind of turns and goes, "Are we just gonna take his stuff, whoever this was, or are we just packing it up? What do you want to do?"
Both?
now. I mean, if anything looks valuable, at the moment we kind of need it, but anything else we just pack up and can leave somewhere.
All right. Gellin starts getting to work.
Yeah. All right.
Perfect.
Kamos basically does the same thing. Actually, so what did the line per se look like for the alchemist? You know, cleaning up. As he's asking Gellin as he's cleaning up, because obviously we need to take care of that.
Gellin turns and says, "It looked like there was maybe one or two people seated near the door that seemed like they were waiting, and the bouncer was in front of it, so I assume they're waiting their turn. So maybe, like, just 2 people, I think."
That's not so bad. Well, then hopefully we can get this done relatively quickly, and then we can talk to the alchemist. What does the room look like, by the way? Like, obviously it's a mess, but like, what's actually contained in the room?
Yeah, for sure. You see there is a single bed. It is a double bed. Enough for 2 medium-sized creatures, or if you really pack in there, a couple more. You see there's enough room to kind of probably lay down some sheets on the ground next to it, but there's effectively a dresser that is empty. There is the one bed, there is a desk side table, and then over in the corner there's a there's a small like foot locker that's been pushed away from the end of the bed.
I see. Is there anything in the foot locker?
It is locked.
Uh, Again, do you want to quickly see if Valendra can come up and check this? Actually, we can wait until the night dies down, but we should have Valendra's check in this footlocker here.
Okay, sure.
He
Yeah,
seems like the type to be able to open these things.
yeah, sounds good to me. Downstairs, while the rest of the party is cleaning up, Valendress, you get waved over by the Hadozi gentleman from earlier, and like his group of pirates who have all just started getting drunker and drunker as the night goes on. And he waves you over and he says, "Hey, buddy, listen. I'm gonna need another whole round or two for my boys here. How's that?"
Yeah, absolutely. What do you want? Just the grog or the ale, or what are we talking?
Give me... What's your favorite thing they got?
I'm an ale man myself.
All right, give me the grog then.
No, I said I'm an ale man.
I heard what you said, you stupid craven. Give me the grog.
Oh, I see. Yeah, sure. Right up. Coming right up, I guess.
You turn to go get that, and you see, or you hear from behind you, and I'd say, Henry, you hear this as well as you're starting to gather your things together. You hear one of the pirates leans over and goes, "So, come on, Captain, tell me the plan again. I just don't really understand what we're doing. I think I peed myself." And you see the how does he turns to him and says, "All right,
Excuse me, what?
you stupid nimwit. Listen, here's the thing. Tonight, or I guess tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow at 1 a.m. So tonight, but it's tomorrow, I guess. We hit the belfry. We use these potions that I got from the chemist. They'll never see us coming. We get in, we take what we need, we get out. Those nuns won't know what hit them. So your soul," and he turns to this very pale-skinned, very skinny human, and he says, "So your soul is gonna be safe now. You hear me, brother?" And you see the guy just nods and goes, "Yeah, it's gonna be all right." And you see the how does he goes, and he says, "So listen, everything we need is gonna work. With that map, these islands are gonna be our oyster." And you hear the third pirate chimes in. He goes, "Hey, boss, I can't have oysters. I just doesn't sit right with my tummy." "Yeah, listen, I know you're allergic to shellfish. It's an analogy, you nimwit. It's an analogy. We're gonna have the whole world is gonna be ours for the taking. This whole island, the scattered isles are gonna be ours for the looting, and ours for the shooting." And he grabs one of his guns and just wiggles it around in his pant pocket.
Wait, he has his guns just in his pants pockets, like he doesn't have holsters for them. They're just in his pockets.
He normally, you saw earlier, he just stuck them into his pants. Like they were sticking out of his pants with no holster, but he's trying to sit down and they don't really fit anymore. So he does
How
that.
do you shoot off important bits?
You actually, I mean, you're not here, but Henry and Valendress, you see Valendress, you come back with the round of grog, or
No, I bring ale.
Okay, with the round of ale. I was gonna check. You come back
Yep.
with the round of ale, and you see a seated next to the how does he was already pretty short, but sitting down he seems much shorter than he would normally be. You see seated next to him, on the just the stool next to him are two long wooden dowels is the wrong word, but it's two just effectively sticks, two long wooden sticks that are thicker at one end and smaller at the other end. And on one side of them, they have a row of about 5 to 6 metal hooks. They're not like sharpened hooks. They're more like almost like a shower curtain rod, what you would use to hook a shower curtain onto those, but they're just made of metal. Okay. You see 2 of those just seated next to them. And you pull up with the round of ale, and yeah.
I just put the whole tray down on the table.
Now
And,
there's a clever little boy. You brought all the right stuff. Thank you, buddy. I really appreciate that.
I also brought a booster seat.
Oh yeah, listen, that's a good bit right there. Let me tell you what. Just slap that on right over here for me.
Yeah, I do, and I give him a bow.
He just pushes it off onto the floor and says, "Now go fuck off, you piece of shit." He downs the ale and he says, "Hey, that's some good grog there, buddy." And he keeps drinking it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm
Oh
leaving
my.
those guys alone. These guys are bullies.
Did Henry hear any of that stuff when he was talking about the belfry?
Yeah, I was saying
Yeah.
you were close enough to hear all that.
Okay, cool. I want to go up to Valendros and say, "Hey, so did you hear that about the belfry?"
Yeah, that was some good intel.
No, Rune, you as well, right?
Rune's not here. Rune's upstairs.
Yeah, Rune
I
is
see.
upstairs.
So maybe if they're trying to break into the belfry, I mean, we heard that bit about them making the maps at the belfry a few days ago.
Yeah.
Perhaps we could alert the guards to these jokers trying to break in, and then when they're preoccupied, we could come in a different way.
See, now this is why I like you around, Henry.
Thanks. Thanks.
I mean, other reasons too, I guess, but like
Yeah,
this is
sure.
the one. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So should we tell the others then?
Yeah, I got a few more hours before I gotta wrap up here.
All this for half-price drinks.
Yeah, I think this is my calling.
And tips. Don't forget
Don't
tips.
forget about the tips.
Hey, actually, give me a D100 roll. Valendros.
Speaking of, where is Petal, actually? Did she come along with us?
Petal actually
98.
Holy God.
Damn.
I see her right there.
98.
Okay, we'll get right back
Oh
to
my
that.
God.
It's not quite as amazing as you think it is. You're not getting 98 gold pieces, but this is still pretty good.
Damn it.
Man.
Listen, all right. Petal actually departed from the rest of you after you told her where you were going. She said, "I'm going to go see. We've got a few hours of daylight left. I'm going to go see effectively the scope of the area, see if there's a place that I think I could inquire about tomorrow morning about getting employment."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so on that 98, let me do some quick maths really quick. So I had a number, which was, it was possible for you to get up to 50 gold pieces in tips. The D100 is what percentage of that number you got in tips.
I'll take it.
I don't know exactly what 98%.
gold.
Yeah, 49
49.
gold effectively.
Missing 1 gold.
You get 49 gold pieces in tips for the night.
Hell yeah.
Very, very
Alright.
good. You love to see it.
Honestly, this seems much more profitable than our adventuring.
Yeah, but I spent 45 of it on ale for myself, so it's kind of.
No, you're gonna die. That's like 45 drinks.
If you
And for half price, that's 90
drinks.
drinks.
That is 90 drinks. You're literally dead.
yeah,
Count
if
just
you
drops.
if you do that, I will make you roll a bunch of con checks.
No, I've just got the one. I'll be like 2 or 3, but
All right, just checking. Okay, you get your tips around. You see, as you're like gathering some stuff to grab another customer, you see the Haddozy gentleman just kind of turns to you. His hat is kind of fallen off to the side, and he turns to you, and you see he starts dragging his stool closer to you. Like he grabs on to the bottom where he's seated with his hands and just starts like wiggling it closer, and you can see, the 2 like wooden sticks that this guy had, those were his prosthetic legs.
oh,
And you see he just kind of wiggles over to you on the stool, just drunkenly, and he goes, "Listen, you and I, we've had our differences, but I'm here to tell you that I think you're a good man, and I'm truly sorry for what I said. Here you go, brother." And he puts a single silver piece into your palm. And then he says, if you want If you want more where that came from, me and my boys were thinking about hitting up the town tonight and doing a little bit of the Lord's work. And you're welcome to join us. I'll be in the first room on the right upstairs.
All right.
And his boys just kind of scoot him back over, and he's like, Captain, are we gonna invite him to our crew? I don't know. I mean, I guess he's. And you see the guy who chimed in about being allergic to shellfish just goes like, oh yeah, I mean, he's kind of cute. I don't know. I guess we could. That works for me. I'm okay with that. And the captain goes, hey, listen, all right. Remember the rules, boys. I get first dibs every time. And they keep going with their drunkenness.
Everyone on this island is so horny.
It's the betrayal that you guys never saw coming. You know what I mean? Valandros joins another crew. The horny crew. Absolutely.
Yeah, you guys gather your stuff. The night continues on, Valandros. And that 49 gold was tips over the entire 6 hours you effectively work.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
Does it take 6 hours to get the room clean?
No, definitely not. And that was an overestimate. It's about 4 hours that you've worked, so it's reaching midnight now. The room
It takes us about 7 hours to clean the room.
It takes you about 8 mechanical hours to clean the room and get a full long rest. No, you get the room done in about 2 hours.
Yeah, that's not so bad.
Nice.
Okay. So, while then all that's happening, once we get that done, all right. Well, we can at least put down. I'm sure we can. With this key, we can raid some sheet lockers and set up some spots for people to have at least something to lay down on. Do we want to go talk to the chemist now? See what the line on that is looking like?
Yeah, that sounds good to me. What do you think, Rune?
Does sound like a good plan. We do have to get you guys, all fixed up with your dots and stuff.
Let us go do that then. Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so we go down.
Perfect. As you approach the door, you see both of the people that Gellin has described are no longer seated at the table waiting. And the bouncer kind of eyes you all up, looks at Gellin, and rolls his eyes, and he says, got any, or that's the same voice, I can't use that one. You got a
that sounds about
referral? Right. And I believe Gellin handed it to you, Kamas.
Sure. Yes, I believe the alchemist is waiting for me for Kamos is my name.
Oi!
And shows him the thing.
The chemist.
Oh, excuse me. I got the name wrong. I thought I was using the discreet one.
No, magic is no good. Science is okay.
It's fine. Also, what's the deal with the gambler that was here a bit ago?
Oh, Maddox?
Talking to the... Yeah, old Maddox.
Yeah, he stops by every now and then, makes his haul and then leaves.
And he makes his living off of doing that?
Oh, no, I'm pretty sure he's got, a real job in Hightown. He stops by in Lowtown every now and then to rob the poor, I guess.
Oh. They
I feel
think
like
that
we should
sometimes it
Robin
needs to be
Hood
done
him.
that. Maybe. Shh. So is Lowtown... I saw that he used a little bit of a trick to move around some gold. Is that common down here in Lowtown?
As long as they stay tricks, yeah, that's all right.
I see.
Anyways, they'll be with you soon. They're meeting another customer right now. Have a seat. And he points to the where the rest of them were waiting prior.
Thank you for the lovely conversation. And
Sure.
Kamos goes and sits
Was that a lovely conversation?
down. Look, it is if you tell them it is.
Smart.
He stops Rune and says, "Hold on a second. Didn't I tell you weren't allowed back in here?"
What? I've never been here before in my life.
Roll a deception check.
Why
Because
are
that's
you
a
doing?
fat old lie.
Why are you doing this to me? I've been here for hours.
are
I cleaned up.
Asking for it.
What's that roll?
Give me a second.
What's the
Oh
roll?
no.
Give me a second.
Imagine giving someone anxiety pressure and rolling a dice.
Oh, any day.
I'll get
Dirty 20.
fucked.
Wow.
Huh, I guess I was wrong. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no problem, man.
The rest of the party,
Imagine not even winking.
I sit down with you guys and like take a deep breath, like, oh my god. Spent hours here. Hours, and now he suddenly notices me.
Gellin just pats you on the back and is like, don't mind.
I'm gonna mind.
Henry, what are you up to?
I'm gonna walk over to the group, to Gellin and Rune and Kamos, and say, "Hey, so we heard tell of a gang of ruffians trying to rob Belfry Llewellys in Hightown, and well, they're idiots. So we might be able to alert the authorities of their plans and sneak in ourselves while they're distracted."
Yeah, wasn't that the place we were gonna steal from initially, and then we decided to steal from the place we were staying that night?
Yeah,
It depends on what your definition of decided.
I
is.
think Kamos and I went to go steal from there, and then none of you showed up, and then we woke up and we were back in the inn.
That's exactly what happened.
That sounds exactly correct. Absolutely.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Well, at least we had practice the last time. We can figure out how to do it better this time, yes?
Will we?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Proper
so
coordination.
was it the I forget what his race was called, but the Monkey Man, was it his group that was going to steal from the Belfry?
Yes, they're called Hadozee.
That is
Hadozee, A-Z-E-E, I think, or Hadozee.
Yeah,
Okay.
Captain Beetle Hogan.
Yeah, Captain
So-
Beetle Hogan. Is that nice?
The Hadozee Man, it was his crew, actually. I believe they were talking about themselves like they had a ship. So, I mean, if they get imprisoned, well, that's anybody's ship, isn't it?
Don't think that's how that works. I think the government seizes it.
The government doesn't operate in Lowtown, I don't believe. At least
Yeah,
not
but-
in the same regard as they do in Hightown.
It depends on if they, know that it's there or not, but Valandros makes a good point.
Valandros does
Am-
not make a good point.
I'm not Valandros. We've been
Oh, Jesus
together for
Christ.
days.
Wow.
You'll have
Don't
to
worry,
forgive him. He's had a few.
Ben bad. Kamos bad.
What was that?
I'm gonna need someone to clip that so I can put that on my soundboard later.
Oh god.
Anyways, excuse me.
Yes, very good.
What I do worry about is if we alert the authorities, how compounded the security would be, and how likely we are to get caught up in this whole thing.
Well, I suppose we could alert them of the plans before they actually get to the Belfry.
I
I
mean,
know we let them get to the Belfry and see what happens.
Well, we don't. want
And
them
when
to
they
get the
inevitably
maps.
fuck up, we then know what not to do.
I suppose one plan is as good as another until we actually do that. So, what do you say?
That sounds good to me.
Rune?
Yeah, let's do it.
Valandros?
Still serving. What?
Never. We'll catch you up later. Never mind.
Thank you.
It's your specialty. You'll be able to catch up quickly.
Delightful.
I
Okay.
suppose at the very least, it would be better to remove some rivals than even if we couldn't get the map afterwards. And hey, you're right. Maybe that ship is worth it. How big did that crew look? How big did that crew look, DM? I'm sure I would have seen.
Excuse me, I was putting food in my mouth.
God, that's a mistake.
I know, I'm sorry.
You're the DM.
It's very important for DMs to snack, all right? That's very important. Okay.
Put your almonds away.
No, I'm in the salami crew.
The salami squad.
That's so much worse.
Hey, chat room, hit me up if you're a salami guy or if you're an almond guy. All right? I'm gonna need to know. Anyways, you
no.
just from the people sitting in here, you don't know if this is the full crew, but it was the Haruzi and about 5 other people, mostly human, 1 half elf.
5 other people, mostly human, 1 half elf. Okay. So they probably don't have a ship that's too much bigger than ours. That's good to know. What's it? Where? The Hadozi.
What about him?
So, yeah, what about the Hadozi?
You just said the Hadozi and then didn't say anything
It's
else.
true. I was writing notes because I know how to do stage
Oh, okay.
craft.
I understand. Very good. This is why every time I say something, it's me reading it off of a Google Doc I have, and that's why I sound like this. It's just all scripted. You may not believe it, but everything the players are saying is scripted. Everything I'm saying is scripted.
We're very good at this. Very, very well put together. Yeah, you're telling me that you all everyone watching didn't experience that dream sequence that I was just going through?
Crazy. So how far away, by the way, when did the man who I attached my familiar to get out of range? Because I think the range is like 120 feet or something. Is he still in Lowtown or did he leave?
Lowtown is bigger than 120 feet. So
Is it?
you don't know.
Let me
Yeah,
look.
it is.
Okay. Let me look actually.
120 feet is not that much.
Yeah, it's a very small amount of range.
I will look it up and actually see what it is. It is 100 feet of you to deliver a spell, but I don't care about that. All right, I'll figure this out. But anyway, I think it's about 100
Effectively-
feet from me where I can see through it.
You can no longer see through it.
Okay.
Have you just been passively kind of checking in every now and then?
Yeah.
Okay. You get a pretty good idea of where he was headed, but it seems like he's taking a path, like a main path from Lowtown that leads to Hightown.
Okay. Gotcha. right.
After a little bit of time, you all see the bouncer hears something behind him, steps away from the door and opens it up, and you see a weeping purple tiefling man step out into the room, just bawling his eyes out, takes a few more steps, drops to his knees and continues crying, and the bouncer just goes, listen, you gotta... I got other people waiting. You can't do this here. And the guy looks up and he goes, oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. And just picks himself up and starts walking. And after that, the bouncer turns to the group and goes, all right, your turn. And he holds the door open for the rest of you.
Are they okay?
Perfect. Do you want to go,
Okay.
Arun, do you want to go see what is up with the man?
Yeah,
The
I'll let you
The
guys
information
handle
might be worthwhile.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Rune, you trail this guy. He walks outside and starts heading up to the hill that you all sat on the last time you were here. You can think kind of like a little, almost like a little picnic bench up on a hill. It's getting dark though, so not as good of a view, but you can see kind of the lights from Hightown kind of sparkle off their reflection in the water, and it makes a nice, pretty little nighttime port view. But you see he walks up to that picnic bench, lays down next to it on the in the dirt and mud, and just starts screaming, crying.
Oh no.
Um,
And you can hear him go.
hey, buddy.
And you see he jerks up and looks at you and starts wiping his eyes. He's like, yeah.
Are you okay?
What do you mean, am I okay? This is the happiest I've been in years. And he's.
You were sobbing and screaming into the dirt.
Yeah, because I'm so happy. You never cried tears of joy.
These don't. What do you do when you're sad?
I cry tears of sadness.
And scream into the dirt?
Yeah.
You're not a very complex man. Why are you so happy?
I finally saved up the money I needed, and I worked every day, and I pulled myself up by my bootstraps, and I finally afforded what I've been wanting for years from the chemist, and I'm so happy.
Better emotional depth?
What?
Nothing. What'd you get from the chemist?
What's it to you? You gonna rob me? And you see he pulls out a little knife at you, and he says, "Get the fuck away from me!"
Christ! No, you fell on your knees crying. I wanted to make sure you were okay.
I'm great. I've never been better.
What the fuck is wrong with you, man? I'm not gonna steal it. I just want to know. My friends are currently dealing with the chemist right now, so I want to know her options.
I mean, she's a professional. She's got everything.
Well, what did she give you? So I have like a basis to know. To jump off of.
Alright, can I... And you see he keeps wiping tears off, and he just kind of leans towards you, and he's like, can I... He puts the knife away. Can I...
Oh, thank God.
Can I trust you?
Yeah.
You promise...
Yeah.
You promise you won't tell anyone?
Cross my heart and hope to die.
Not a single person. If you do, and he pulls the knife out again, he says, I'll think about it, and then he puts the knife back.
God, you were an emotional roller coaster.
Alright, here's the thing.
Yeah.
There's this sweet lady, I've had my eyes on her for a while. And, well, I finally got a love potion to make her fall in love with me.
Oh no.
Dude.
What?
That's so cool. Can I see it?
No. I don't want you to drink it and fall in love with me. You're kinda... I mean, I don't mean to be rude, but...
I'm kind of what? Finish your sentence.
You seem a little damp.
Damp is good. Anyway, I'm casting Charm Person on this bitch.
Okay, what does he need to do?
Give me a second to pull up.
Offhand,
Yeah, for sure.
does this character's name happen to be named Ben?
No.
Yikes.
Oh no.
God. Okay, come on. Where did the tab go with all my spells?
Well, I'll tell you, what's your spell save DC?
So high. It's 14.
Okay. So once you find out what the spell does, let me know. In the meantime, the rest of the party heads down to the chemist, and you see the same person. Not Valandress. No, Valandress is hard at work, busy at work, providing drinks now mostly for the Hadozee and his friends. It seems like everyone else has started to calm down and get ready to go to sleep or get ready to leave, but the crew's been starting to really get into it. The rest of you head down to the chemist, and you see the same kind of older lady, just hunched over some beakers and vials, and you can smell just some nasty concoction of some kind coming up from a table in the corner, and you see this almost like black liquid that's like bubbling and popping hot. It's very viscous and thick, almost like tar, just in a pot in the corner. And she seems very busy with what she's doing. She doesn't notice you come in.
Galen comes in with us, right?
Correct.
Hello. I am Kamos, and I am told that you can help us with our particular problem, yes?
She turns around and regards you and looks and says, "Ah," and she looks straight at Galen and says, "Kamos, yes, I remember. Your voice is a bit different than the last time we spoke. Is everything all right?"
My man was working under my authority and used my name. I am Kamos.
You're both named Kamos. That's a very strange, that's an uncommon name, but it's wonderful that you found each other. It's good to have like-minded people.
It's truly a treasure. It's truly serendipitous. So,
Serendipitous.
you know what?
That's a good
Yes.
word. And you see she turns and starts jotting it down into her notes.
Of course.
I should make a potion and call it the potion of serendipity. Serendipicity? Serendipity. Yes, serendipity.
Got it right on the first try. Perfect.
Anyways, yes, what can I do for you?
I believe you understand and he like subtly kind of points to the cap on his head, the bandage on his head. You understand our position? We have secured you the ingredients that you need to deal with to make the potion, and then extra ingredients that I heard that you wanted. Yes.
Yes, very good, very good. Well, you're just in time. I was about to close up for the night, but I reckon I can start processing things right away, and, well, this one's a bit... It'll take me a while to process the ingredients. I'd say I'll have it done for you by tomorrow night.
Okay. I think we can rustle up everything that's needed by then.
Okay, and she points to a clear desk on the side and says, "If you don't mind placing everything there, I'll get it started for you as soon as I can."
All right. I assume between me and Galen, we have everything with us, yes?
Yeah, I'll say, I know Gellin had most of the stuff, and so I'll assume that y'all gathered what you needed from the rest of the party.
Yeah.
Do we have the murder gem on us, or is that
The what?
the
The murder necklace?
That is on
Yeah.
Rune's person.
I got the murder necklace.
God
For
damn.
murdering.
I meant to grab it beforehand then. Oh well.
It's my murder necklace.
Chemist. A question. You wouldn't have happened to come across a stag centaur in your studies and travels, would you?
Are you asking me?
Yes. Yes, I am, madame.
Oh. Well. Let's see here. And she pulls out the same notebook that she wrote Serendipitous in. You see she opens it and it seems to be scrawled with truly like the notes of an insane person, just like complete like nonsense on one page, like a poem she thought of, and then it's scratched out and written over it in a different color of ink is the ingredients to a potion. And it's just...
This is
Now,
who we're
Johnny.
trusting with our life.
I didn't realize you snuck into my house and looked through my research notes to make this character.
Of course I did. Up on the wall, you see some bullshit about phase transitions. No, and there's I don't believe, unfortunately, that she has potions to change accents. You know what? If you find the right ingredients, you might be able to work that one out. No, she starts going through her notes, and you see she flips to one page, and she goes, you said stag people, yes? Like a centaur, but a stag?
Imagine a centaur, but its head is replaced with a stag. Instead of a human head, it is a stag head. It is. And also, creatures that have a big eye right in the middle of their foreheads. Have you ever encountered this?
Well, now, not personally myself, no, or I've forgotten, and that happens. But I remember recently, I had a very peculiar guest come in. He was a very sick man. Seemed to be part of the navy of the Corrigent. What was his name? Matthew Prentiple, I think. Something like that. Yes, Matthew Prentiple. Came in and was very, very sick, and he had the same unfortunate thing that's happened to you. And, he came in and started muttering about his antlers were coming in, and he couldn't let anyone see, and he kept rubbing his temples. And then he said, when I asked him if he wanted something for his headache, he said, "Headache? No, I don't have a headache. I've had a revelation. I've never been better. I feel amazing. The stag, he speaks to me, and I do what he says." So that was weird, and I had my bouncer kick him out.
That sounds very weird. I do believe that was a good call, regardless of whether he was speaking nonsense or not. That man sounds very bad.
Excuse me. Yeah, hello.
Yes, young man.
Was his name Mateo?
Is that not... Yes, Matthew.
Mateo.
Matteo?
Sure. Mateo Prentice, maybe?
Prentipus?
Okay.
Henry, I think we can assume at this point.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We're trusting her with your lives, this crazy woman.
What? This is... Wait, you're off and away. What are you talking about? Get out of here.
My parents.
I'm about to role play with you. It's like send you a bunch of cryptograms that are all sassy 8-character long messages. The beauty of homebrew cantrips.
So, when can you get us these potions?
Well, like I told the Kamos too, I should be sometime tomorrow, before the end of tomorrow night.
God.
Yes, you can just call him the Squeakquel. That's what we do.
Kamos, and he points at Gellin and says Kamos, and then points at Kamos and says the Squeakquel.
You could pronounce that.
Oh.
Well, yes, there was a famous play that came through town. It was the Squeakquel. It was what was it? It was the.
That's the one about the rat. No, the
It was the mice.
Possum. Yeah.
No, not a possum. It was 3 mice, and they all had little nails, and they walked around and said, "Whoa, whoa, we are the mice 3," and it was the mice 3 Squeakquel.
I love that one. It made me cry.
Oh, it makes me cry every time I think about it. And she wipes a single tear and then puts it into a bottle, like a little potion bottle that's like full of what you can assume to be every tear she's ever had. Need to hold on to that one. Can't let it go. Anyways, is there anything else I can be helping you with?
So that's all you had? Not at the moment.
Okay. I want to go to sleep now, so if you have nothing else,
Right.
I would ask you to leave, and I'll prepare your things.
So, okay. Goodbye.
Henry, did you have something that you wanted?
No. I'm
Alright.
I'm all good. Henry starts heading up.
Yeah. Let's get out of here.
As Gellin and Henry start to leave, you see she points at Kamos and goes, Mr. Squeakquel, I do have a bit of a question for you.
Yes, Madam Chemist. What can I do for you?
You said... Where did you hear about this stag creature?
How? Well, I guess I'm not really worried about that at that point. So Kamos kind of gets in real close and
Oh my.
like gets almost conspiratorially, not anything else, and just whispers. He came to me in a vision. I saw him on a hill with a great tree filled with, I'm not quite sure, but he asked to be awake, and I told him no. I am worried the friend that you had in here told him yes.
No friend of mine. That man smelled like shit.
Well, good to see he is taking care of himself. Why do you ask?
Well, it reminded me of something, and I didn't quite put it together at first, but the more I think about it, there's this old saying that about antlers. I can't quite remember how it goes, but it's something about I think it's something like the antlers that grow point the way, the antlers that know find a I think it was find a way. What a silly poem. But it made me think about that, and I wasn't sure. Maybe it was just a child's story and I've wasted your time. Anyway.
Do you know where you might have heard this?
No. I want to say it was when I was a child or when a child came to me. I'm certain I've heard it from a child. It must have been from a child. No sane person would say that. And you see she kind of winks at you and taps her nose and goes, huh.
The antlers that grow point the way. The antlers that know points the way. I agree. I do not find myself very sane either. He winks.
What? You should probably go get some sleep. I have some medication for that.
It's a hammer to the head.
Indeed. And then, real quick before he heads back up, he leans in real close and whispers, "Do you know of a way to get rid of magic?"
To get rid of it?
Yes.
I reckon a gun does the trick.
Jesus.
I see. And that is the only solution? The only technique?
I'll be perfectly honest with you. They call me a chemist because they're worried that the Corregent won't like what I do, but the truth of the matter is I am a scientist. I'm not a magician. What I do here is regents and mutations and alchemy and potion crafting. It's all very honest. I have no gift myself. I would say the cure for a magician, if you truly consider magic to be a disease, would be either come to terms with it yourself or find a stronger magician and get the job done.
I see. Well, it is always good to know. Thank you for the time.
Yes,
and he turns to go.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Squeakle.
And you, Madam Chemist.
She does a little curtsy and then turns around and writes a few things into her notes. And then as you head up, the bouncer says, "All right, that's it for tonight." Closes and locks the door. You can tell she had like a living arrangement down there. She's fine with this, but just making sure.
They just lock her in the basement.
No.
Making sure no one else goes down there without her wanting,
It's
She's
for
still
her
down there.
safety.
You could see on the other side of the door, there was a way to unlock it from the inside. She's fine.
Is she
Oh
though?
my god. Anyways,
Look, you did this.
At this point, Valendress, the other two bartenders have started to pick up the slack, just from people starting to head out of the tavern. They've been busy cleaning off tables and having you clean off tables and preparing everything. You head into the back for a second to grab a plate that was a customer was waiting on. You step into the back and you see the chef back there, who's this for lack of a better word, very obese dwarven man, who you think has noticed that you're here, in the sense of like he's seen you and is just like, I don't care, I'm very busy, and just kept working. And finally he like stops you for a second and he gingerly like gestures you over with a spoon that's in his hand. He's like, hey, new boy, come here.
Oh, okay. What's the look on this man's face?
Maybe
Maybe I'll give an insight, maybe, or something.
Sure,
like that?
yeah.
I don't know.
Give me an insight check. I won't
what's-
make it. Not gonna make it very hard. I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know what I want to tell you.
I got a 5. 20 dirty.
20 dirty.
Hmm.
Very good. This guy is hiding a jovial look on his face. He's like trying to hold back a smirk.
Son of a bitch. I set the plate of food down that I was just about to take out, and I walk over to him and I say, "No, I gotta take this plate out to someone, so make it quick."
Don't get sassy. Don't get fresh with me, new boy. And listen, I hear you've been ringing the pockets of some of our clientele, yeah?
No, no. Nope.
Attaboy.
And he kind of slaps you on the like shoulder just a little too hard. Enough to like physically move you just a bit. He's like, attaboy. Now listen. And he points the spoon at you. He's like,
It's courtesy for a newcomer to tip the chef. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely, I understand. Here's the problem. The only problem is that I only made 3 gold pieces, and I can't live off of just 3, let alone 2 if I give you some.
Right, yeah. No, I understand that. That makes sense. The math, good thinking there. The math doesn't quite out. So here's the question for me. How many tips do you think I've got?
I assume you get paid hourly, sir.
You think I'll get paid?
It's just not. Listen, you need a career change if you're not getting paid.
All right, listen, I never said I wasn't getting paid. I asked if you thought I was.
Oh, well then, yeah.
All right, I am, but how many tips do you think I make?
I'm trying to avoid that question.
Listen, you think this is some kind of capitalist society where we pay the chefs a living wage, kind of, and then the waiters and waitresses, we pay them something like 2.5 gold pieces per hour, and then tell them to make the rest of their money off of generosity from strangers? You think that's the society we live in? No, you're getting paid the same as I am. Why are you making more off of tips then, eh?
Because I am a delight to look at, and you, sir, are not.
give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh,
You're just gonna die. You keep fighting everybody.
I'm
Look,
not trying to.
he wants to make the most rolls, and I support that.
15.
That says 10.
15.
I thought you said 15.
Oh, no,
Uh,
teen. Sorry.
I understand. You take 8 points of acid damage as he splats some hot soup into your eye.
It's like, you little fucker, I'm gonna make you less beautiful than me if you're not careful with that mouth of yours. Now take that plate of food out.
Okay.
What? Why was there acid in the soup?
Just boiling hot. I hope.
I have no reason to answer the question. Um,
And yet you must.
I mean, I literally don't have to. Moving on.
Damn it didn't work.
No, everyone comes up. Valendrus, you take the plate out. You see one of the bartenders, as you take the plate out, kind of like is peeking into the kitchen and then like jumps back to to their station as soon as you turn around. And you pass them, and they just go, "Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, he's a bit testy."
Yeah, he's kind of a dick.
Yeah, no, but he's the only one here that knows how to cook, so it's kind of how things go, unfortunately. Yeah, I should have told you we generally do cut him in about 50% of our tips.
Yeah, not happening.
Listen, it's your life, your choice. I don't really care myself. And just gets back to work.
All right. I take that plate out.
Okay. You take the plate out. Truly, the inn has started to die down. There's only like a few tables left, and this plate was ordered by like someone who came in like 5 minutes before close and is clearly going to stay like another 3 hours, like that type of guy.
Yeah.
And you just see this like wasted out of his mind. Goliath, who's just sitting there kind of scrunched into a corner table, like with both legs up on other seats just so that he can fit. And he's just sitting there, and he's asked for a barrel of ale. And the bartender that was working with him was like, I can't get you. It's not that I wouldn't sell it to you, it's that I physically can't do that. I'm not capable of getting an entire barrel of ale to wherever you are. So if you want to wait and just come around to the back, I'll let you grab one and you'll pay wholesale for it. Is that fine? And you see the guy just goes, "That'll work for me, thank you. That's very kind." Yeah, and you bring out this little plate of effectively what are to you fully like bite-sized like little like dough balls filled with like a little like hot meat or something, almost like dumplings effectively. Just little bite-sized things is what they are for you. For him, they're like smaller than his big thumb. I don't know why I clarified that he had a big thumb rather than just 2 regular thumbs for him. But yeah it's canon now in this universe. Goliaths have 2 different thumbs, which most people do, but one of them is bigger than the other one, and that's just a very common thing. So instead of being left-handed or right-handed, they ask, are you left-thumbed or right-thumbed? And this is a right-thumbed individual, and they're smaller. The dumplings are smaller than that, and he just like plops it into his mouth, and he's like, "Oh."
Because of the disparity in thumbedness, did Goliath society ever really develop a strong handshake culture?
Oh no, it's like the disparity is very similar to like human society, where most of them are right-handed or were forced to act like they were right-thumbed.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I take the plate to him and I say, "Sorry, sir. If I'd have known who I was serving, I would have given you more."
Why?
No reason. Are you thirsty?
Yeah, but they said they'd get me a barrel after close when they had time, so I'll wait.
A barrel?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, hey, that's awesome. Yeah, great. Hey, what brings you in? I've never seen someone your size.
Oh. Well, all right. I wanted alcohol. Is usually what it is in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, that was it for me too. Nothing. I'm kind of just like the same as you. I'm just slightly bigger. So like the same reason you might go into a tavern is why someone like me would come into a tavern, if you understand.
Yeah, don't be racist.
Well, I actually came for a different reason. I really didn't come for drinks, I guess. So I don't know. I was just saying what you came for.
Right, yeah. Well, I've been around all the high town and low town of Port Carlano with my crew, and just no one has good alcohol, so I've been trying out. This is the last place I had, and I barely made it in time, so, you know. Just trying one from everywhere if I can.
Well, you got a ship then.
Yeah.
Is it nice?
Nicer than you are, I think.
Alandros, what are you doing?
I no, I was just curious. I mean, haven't seen you before, so I was, just asking questions is all.
Haven't seen you before either. You don't see me asking questions.
Well, it's my job to ask questions.
It's about to be your job to get me another plate of dumplings because I'm about done. And he plops down... Should I make this joke? Yeah, I make this joke. He plops down a big gold coin. It's just a regular gold coin, but it's bigger in every way.
Mm.
It's still worth the same as a normal gold coin. It's just more inconvenient to fit in your purse.
Well, all right then. And I take... He finished the dumplings, I assume?
Yeah.
Yeah, I take the plate and the big-ass gold coin.
It's like fully twice the size. Like a normal gold coin is the radius for this coin.
Great. Yeah, I take his plate back to the chef and I give him the gold coin. And I say, "Here's your cut."
Oh, that's pretty generous of you there. Hey, listen, I'm sorry about that earlier.
And he grabs a napkin and wipes the hot soup off your face that you never did anything about.
It's like, yeah, sometimes I get a little, it gets a little lonely back here in the kitchen. There's no one to talk to, and so, sorry about that. But, appreciate that. Thank you very much.
And he kind of bites it. Just like that kind of thing that people do. They're like, bite gold, and they're like, and he grabs onto it with a tooth, and he's like,
yeah. It's, I don't know why I fucking did that. That's hard as shit. Anyways, yeah, if you're hungry after your shift, let me know. I usually cook dinner for the whole crew before they head out.
Yeah, great. Thank you.
Perfect.
And I just kind of like slowly walk away.
Perfect. The night continues to go on. It's getting truly about midnight at this point. Your shift wraps up, and everyone can kind of meet up in the room that you have procured.
Oh, I never...
Oh, I apologize. Yes. Yes. You were in the middle of a charm person. That's my bad.
Yeah, it is a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, he failed. What does he do?
Oh, nice. He regards me as a friendly acquaintance until I do something harmful to him.
Alright, yeah, you want you want to see the potion, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And he pulls out this just like piss-colored vial, and he like shakes it a little bit, and he's like, "There it is. Cost me a whopping 400 gold pieces, but it was worth every pence."
Wow, can I hold it real quick? I want to feel the power in my hands.
Yeah, sure. And he hands it to you.
Cool, I smash it on the ground.
What have you done?
You essentially...
What have you done?
I want to kill this guy.
He falls down on all fours and just starts like licking it up off the ground.
Oh God,
He's gonna love himself.
You...
God.
You wasted it.
Yes!
Oh, what?
You were going to mind control somebody!
It's not mind control. Do you have any idea what a love potion is?
Makes them fall in love with you.
No.
It's literally what you were saying. You said, yeah, I didn't want you to drink it because you're going to fall in love with me.
No, I didn't say that. Or if listen, you took it out of context. You don't understand.
Oh my God, what's the context?
It's a compatibility potion. Excuse me, I fucked up my words. It's a compatibility potion. Oh no, I've done it again. compatibility potion. I drink
Got
half
it.
of it, my partner drinks the other half, and it tells us how good of a future we're gonna have together, and you ruined it, Oh
Oof.
no.
Okay, I can fix this.
How are
Can I
you
just
gonna
really
fix it?
quickly point out. Continue the roleplay. Excuse me.
I can shape water so I can pick it up off the ground.
You know what? Yeah, I'll let you try that. You'll need a
Okay.
new container for it, since I imagine you smashed the vial.
Yeah. Okay, we need to get something to put this in.
I
If I'm-
think
you put it.
I
it
don't
in
know. We could go back into the tavern and ask for something.
No, they probably closed up by now.
Oh, what have you done?
I have a flask on me. I can empty out the water that's in it and put the.
Oh, thank you.
I'm sorry.
You really just... I thought you were my friend, and then you really just did that, and I just don't know what to think about it anymore.
Yeah, that's understandable. Honestly, I thought
I've got
something
to recharge it. I don't think it's got the right... I don't think it's right anymore, and he unzips his pants.
Huh.
What are you doing?
It's a bit of a... I don't need to explain myself to you. Give it back.
Real quick,
I-
remember now that he's had active hostilities against him, he actively knows he's been charmed.
Oh fuck.
But there's been no hostile actions.
With
Smashing the
harm.
vial is not necessarily hostile.
It
or
just said
harmful.
I harmed him. Does emotional harm count?
We're gonna roll for that really quick. I'm gonna roll for emotional damage.
I'm just.
He seems drunk enough that even if he knows you cast Charm Person on him, it doesn't seem like he's gonna really understand how that affects him.
That makes sense.
Great.
Real quick, Rune, come on. You're berating a man for mind controlling someone, and you do this?
I wasn't gonna make him fall in love with me. Oh, jeez. Shut up.
Let him piss in his jar. He's
You're
a...
not here.
I'm not. Oh, you're right. I'll. Whoop.
Yeah, go away.
Incredible. Do you hand the guy the flask?
Yeah.
All right. He takes it and he goes behind the tree, and you hear a...
Hey, buddy.
Yeah,
I'm gonna talk to you while you're doing this.
that's okay. I'm not shy.
I hate this. You're going to make your partner drink your piss?
His piss as well. It was a 50-50 mixture.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Exactly does this tell you you're compatible? That you're willing to drink each other's piss and now you just know?
I'm not the chemist. You'll have to ask her.
Yeah. I don't want to be in this conversation anymore. I'm going back to my friends. Bye.
I thought I was... Oh, am I not your
You-
friend?
No, you are my friend. You're my friend.
Oh,
But
okay.
you need to get your partner to drink that, so you know.
Oh, bollocks, you're right. I drank some already. If I don't have my partner drink some in the next hour, it's not gonna work.
Yeah, you go run, okay? You
Oh,
tell me how-
no! And you see he... roll a d8 for me.
Oh no. Give me a second, I gotta get to the fucking Discord.
Rune, don't make this guy trip and fall to death.
I don't want him to, but you know what? If he does, how is this my fault? I got a 4.
Okay. He sprints north and jumps into the ocean and starts swimming up to Hightown.
You're gonna die.
Yeah, that's the character rap on him.
That's like multiple miles. He's gone.
He says, "I'll never forget you, but I don't know your name." And then just splish.
It's Rune!
Thank you.
Bye!
My name is...
Oh, he's gonna die.
yeah,
gonna
so
have this-
Rune heads back into the Seahawks Dirge, I assume.
Yeah. You go, hey guys, if somebody's disgruntled partner tries to get revenge on me, will you back me up?
Gellin just says, yeah, sure, I guess.
Great.
No, I don't think so.
Sorry, what? Can we not make more trouble for ourselves?
I need
I
more
didn't
context.
mean to. A guy who pissed in a bottle decided to swim.
I asked you to find out what was up. How hard was this?
Well, I found out he had a love potion.
What happened?
And I thought, how people think of love potions. He gives it to someone and they're suddenly in love with him. So, I got a little indignant. And didn't ask follow-up questions, and I smashed it on the ground.
Oh yeah, I mean I would have done the same.
Yeah, turns out it's actually compatibility potion is the actual name. The guy was just drunk.
Oh, okay. Maybe I would not have done the same then.
Perfect.
Is this that same man who's drowning out there in the water?
You look out and you just see a tiefling just truly just having a hard time of it in the ocean. Just you see someone flailing and like screaming at the top of his lung, "Help! Help me!"
Is that a fin coming towards him?
We should go and
You see in the water some kind of dark gray figure starts quickly approaching with like a fin peeking out of the waves.
Yeah, let's go save him.
Give
I
me
think we might be too late.
Valandros is
Let's go
chilling.
save Piss Boy.
Carlos just kind of goes and walks towards that and like casts Mage Hand to try and get to him to at least give him some support and direction towards the shore.
Okay, you're gonna use magic. What is it? Is anyone else doing anything?
I'm gonna jump into the water.
I mean, obviously wait until I get outside, but
Valandros is just looking out the window.
Gellin follows with, but doesn't jump into the ocean with Rune. What is Henry doing?
Henry just goes behind the bar, grabs a cup of ale, puts a gold coin in the bar, and comes back to watch.
Okay, so
And you
Rune
didn't
and
even grab me one, Henry.
Rune and Kamos.
Yeah, sure.
Rune and Kamos are the only two attempting to help. So, Kamos, you give me an Arcana check, and Rune,
Sure.
you give me, I'll say Athletics because you're swimming towards them.
Okay.
well, fuck. That's an 8 for me, dog.
Okay.
I'm working on it. A 17.
A 17. You get right up to him and like grab onto his back, and you like lift him up out of the water enough so that he can start breathing again. And he's like, "Oh, thank you. My name's Charles Montgomery. Oh God, something's got my leg. And you see he starts being tugged into the water. And Kamos, you flick out a mage hand and just splash into the water next to him, and then the mage hand dissipates.
What? How does it?
You
makes no sense.
hit water, and the mage hand is like, I don't want this anymore, and he disappears. Yeah, Rune, you're there, and something is tugging on this man's leg, Charles Montgomery.
Can I see what's pulling on fucking Piss Boy?
Yeah, you can see a great white shark, very similar to the one that almost killed you a couple of nights ago.
I turn into a great white shark too.
Okay. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
What? I'm good at Constitution. Yeah, I'm good at Constitution.
Okay, what do we got?
Give me a second.
You know you can copy paste your
15.
rolls. A 15.
I don't-
Okay. A 15 is a very good number for you to have rolled just now. You transform into a great white shark, and immediately you realize, oh, my mouth was above water before now, and now it's below water where the flask is pouring out this potion, and I have just imbibed some of this piss water.
No!
Luckily for you, you seem to make another realization, which is that the great white shark that got here first drank the other half, or drank it before you did, and seems to have fallen in love.
It's a love potion. Wasn't a
hella
compatibility potion. It was a love potion. I'm gonna eat this guy.
I was gonna tell you to roll insight, but like I couldn't. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna eat this guy.
Rune and Kamos, what would you like to do if you're still actively trying to help?
I'm gonna help him up, and I guess
You start to prod on him, and he's like, "Oh God, there's another one! Help me! Help me!"
God.
I mean, Kamos wants to get back onto the land because I don't know how you ended up in the water, but hey, can't help a drowning man if you're drowning yourself, you know?
Can I talk to the great white shark as a great white shark?
Technically, no. Just because of the way Wild Shape and, like, Wild Shape changes the fact that, A, you can't talk in your normal voice anymore, but it doesn't let you just talk with animals. That's a different ability.
Okay. Can I, like, nudge the great white shark away? Like, just gently, like, poke him with my sharky nose? Like, come on.
Yeah,
Come on, guy.
You nudge the shark, and he fully, like, bashes into the side of your head with his, like, whole body. And is just, like, not, like, aggressively trying to harm you, but you can tell this is a get away from him, he's mine type vibe you're getting from this great white shark.
I'm gonna turn back into Rune and just poke my head above the water and go, Kamo, should I just let him die?
What? No,
Sharks
don't
in
let
love
me
with
die.
him.
I don't want to die.
Shark's in love with him. What do I do?
In love with him.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. Hmm.
turns out he's a liar.
You know what? It seems a fitting fate. You shouldn't mess with love potions, my friend.
I paid good money for. Oh God! He gets just tugged underwater and disappears into the night.
Alright, I walk out of the water.
All right.
Hopefully
was
this does.
Bullshit night, you know?
I agree. Hopefully it doesn't turn to bite us when we have to fight a bunch of shark-human hybrids. The way our adventures have been going lately.
Oh god. I didn't even think of that. Hilby dies before that happens.
He's fine. Let's go get some rest, huh?
Yeah, I'm tired.
And we
Gellin.
make our jolly way back.
Yeah, Gellin was sitting there at the beach watching this whole thing, and he starts walking back with the rest of you, and he's like, "Yeah, so were we gonna do the thing at the Belfry tonight, or are we not?"
Oh my god, I forgot.
I mean, we don't have to, I guess, but the Hadozi pirate said they were doing it in like almost 40 minutes, I think.
Oh, did they say tonight?
Yeah, they said 1 a.m.
Oh. Well, I feel like I wasn't given that information. Yes, let's go.
Yeah.
Also,
Eh.
real quick. Aren't we wanted? How are we supposed to deal with the authorities and set them on their trail if we're fucking wanted? Hmm?
That is a good question. Yeah, we really shouldn't go to Hightown. You walk in there. Well, I can walk in there because they only saw me as a wolf.
Henry is gonna like down his glass and walk out to meet the party. And he says, "For my part, I can make an illusion, just to disguise myself, and the rest of you maybe could wear hats or hoods.
Fake mustaches.
Dirt, perhaps?
How do you wear dirt? What do you mean?
Just like this?
Like this. I pick up dirt and just
Yeah.
kind of shove it and rub it on Gellen's face.
Oh, what the hell? Rune.
And now you were wearing dirt. You
Okay.
were dirty.
It's not like staying on him very well. Gotta get wet.
Look,
Don't
I think
get it wet.
maybe we should just
I
find
am
hats.
wet. I'm just wet all the time.
Gross.
Just water. Shut up, Dylan.
No, that was out of character, gross.
Yeah, shut up, Johnny.
So anyway, are we heading up there?
Yeah, I
Why
mean,
are we?
Yeah, let's go.
I'm interested. They kind of invited me to join with them. So,
You feel bad about betraying them then?
oh no, not at all.
Okay.
Just
Good.
I
We
don't
can ask
know
if you feel
there's-
bad about betraying us for a different
No, I'm not-
crew.
No, I would never. Don't roll inside on that.
Roll insight on that?
It's like, yeah, real bad.
Deception rolls all around.
But I'm thinking, like, I don't know, like maybe if I go with them and you guys follow behind, they'll think I'm with them, and then like I can cause it a disruption with their group, and then I can try and sneak away or something. I don't know. We can try and make some use out of it, since we can't go to the authorities.
I think maybe a better solution might be to not have you with them when they're captured. I can always make some kind of sound, or we could just pick up a big rock and throw it at the vicinity when they're trying to sneak around.
This is what I'm talking about, Henry. You're the best.
I do like Big Rock Plan. That's pretty good.
I've got
Everyone
one right
loves a
here.
big rock plan. Let's go. Let's do it.
Okay. Big rocks away.
Big rocks away.
Perfect.
Uh,
And the crew of Luck Check makes their way up to Hightown, I assume. How are you
Yeah.
planning? How are you getting there? You gonna walk? You gonna grab a wagon or something? It might be hard to grab one this late, but it could be possible.
I want to go and check and see if the Hadozi and his crew. That's how you pronounce that, right?
Yeah, something like that. I don't
Okay.
really know myself.
Cool. Check and see if their crew is still at the in the tavern or in the inn.
Yeah, you step in and you see the Hadozi and the entire crew has fallen asleep, just heads just crumpled onto the table, just fully snoring.
Great. I back out and yeah, so they are asleep, all of them, at the table that they were drinking at. So there goes the big distraction plan.
well, big rocks have two purposes, and I chuck it at their table.
Make it
Hell yeah.
make an attack roll.
Hide,
Every-
everybody.
A
Single tie.
strength based ranged attack roll.
Oh, God.
Oh no.
That's a 5.
You
No.
you get it on their table. You also crash it through the window of the tavern, and it slams onto their table. The Hadozi starts. One of his guns goes off in his pocket.
Oh, God.
You hear the shellfish allergic pirate go, "Oh, Captain, you shot me. Oh, Captain, you shot me." And then another pirate goes, "Hey, don't worry, mate. It's all good. You're gonna be all right." And he just gets down on all fours and like bandages the actively bleeding bullet hole that still has a bullet in it.
Valandras jumps in the window that was just broken, and he says, "Well, you guys ready?"
The Hadozi looks at you, startled, like still kind of wiping away the drunkenness, looks at the rest of his pirates and says, "Well, I need a replacement crew member, so you're in." And he takes out a gun, shoots the pirate in the head, puts him out of his misery, and slaps on his prosthetic legs, jumps up onto like a chandelier that the hook hooks into, and swings over to you and fully doesn't intend on like stopping. He's like swinging on to you.
Oh. I duck.
He crash lands behind you and rolls several times, and the rest of the crew goes, "Oh no, that's not how you do it. You're supposed to hold out both arms and give him a big old hug when he lands, just like this." And one of them jumps into the other one and like hugs him.
Aww.
Yeah, sorry. My mistake, Captain.
The Hadazi gets up behind you, brushes off his arms, and goes, "Hey,
No worries, mate. It's all good. We haven't been properly introduced. Let's talk while we walk, why don't we? Come on, boys.
yeah, boss, yeah, we're coming." And they all just start scattering down the street.
I guess I shrug to my party as I go with the Hadozi and his crew.
I would like to, as he passes. Wait, let me see if I can do this. Oh yeah. I'm gonna use the cryptogram cantrip to drop a small message to you, Valendros. And it's just appears as a very like small scroll that just unfurls right in front of you. And it can only be a character, so I'm just gonna say, when throw rock, you run.
I shoot a thumbs up as I'm walking away.
As you do that, the Hadazi like crawls up your leg and just sits on your shoulder and just starts like stroking your hair and goes,
You got a nice smooth hair there, buddy. What are you using? Any products?
No, just natural grease.
Wow, that's impressive. Hey, listen, my name's Walter Mundry.
and he extends a little like monkey paw down to shake your hand.
Val.
Well, nice to meet you. Alright, so sorry about that back there. Don't worry about him. He'll be all right. He's got a metal plate in his skull from an accident he had when he was a kid. He'll probably wake up in a bit. He'll be just fine. But
What?
This isn't gonna go so great if you're lying to me all the time, but I'm alright with it.
I don't think I lied to you, but all right, fair enough. Hey, start of a good friendship.
And he reaches into his pocket and he pulls out a milk white bottle of some kind of potion and puts pockets it into your bottle.
And he says, Chemist hooked us up with these. We were going to use them to break into Belfry Luella. They won't be able to see us coming. They'll have no idea we're there.
What is it?
It's a bottle of spider milk mixed with some other things. Lets you
Alright.
lets you cling to the walls like you're some kind of bug. We were gonna come in from the roof and just climb from the ceiling all the way over to where we need to go.
So what are we doing? You didn't fill me in.
We're stealing. We're committing a robbery.
That's all I needed to hear.
Perfect. All right, boys, let's go commit a crime.
And they all just start sprinting towards Hightown.
And we're all screaming, crime, crime,
Crime, crime, crime, crime.
And they all head with Valendros in tow up to Hightown. It's going to take them about the entirety of the time until their plan takes place to get there. Like, they're going to get there at 1 and immediately start. What is the rest of the party doing?
I think I'm just slowly following. Like, I'm not even, like, pretending to hide. I'm just kind of
They're all right,
rolling
guys.
behind.
What do we want to do to like plan this out? A thought occurred to me is that I also have cryptogram, and I could like send some sort of cryptic message warning the authorities from a distance, but to one of the guards that apprehended me, because the spell specifies the recipient must be a creature known to you, and I think that counts.
I feel like
Maybe
it
I can
counts.
go up the chain of command. Because we could try and alert the guards and get them to step up security and hope that they step up well enough that they can see fucking spider people coming. We could try to jump the crew after they get the map. Which I guess could be a plan B to the first plan.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I was thinking that cryptogram. Does anyone else have any ideas for how to alert the constabulatory in Hightown?
Big rock.
Just make a loud honking noise near them and run away.
Perfect. All right. Big rock.
Big rock.
Big,
Big
rock.
rock.
Big rock.
You gonna be good at big rock? You got this time, Henry?
Henry goes and picks the big rock up off the table and he says, Yeah, I think my aim's improving. I have this next time. I think I was just throwing it a bit to the right, but I think, yeah, it's on me. Don't
Big
worry.
rock.
Big rock.
Very good. Do you guys start heading up to Hightown?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good. As you make your way along, about 20 minutes into the trek, Henry, you all of a sudden get a ping from your familiar. You see somewhere in Hightown, within about 100 feet of you, like right on the edge of Hightown, is a tavern. Closer to an inn than a tavern. Like it sells food and alcohol, but it's not like a dive bar type thing. It's a finer establishment. You see that your coin has been used to purchase a night stay at the inn, and it is currently stuck inside of a cash register.
Damn it. Okay. I guess I will use. Is there an opening to the keyhole on the inside? Like, does it go all the way through?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I am just gonna kind of lag behind the party for a bit and try and focus through my familiar and just put the idea of forming into a reverse key in its mind to see if it can pick its own lock.
That is wild. This is just a thing your familiar can do?
Yeah, it has shape changer. It can change into any tiny object.
Okay. Hey, you know what? I'll say it has a difficult time. I would rule specifically that turn into a tiny key is different from turn into the very specific key for this very specific lock, and that might be too difficult for the familiar. But I think Henry would also realize that you could just turn it into something small enough to get out.
Yeah, it's fair. Could probably just crawl through. I'm just gonna have it be sort of an amorphous blob and just kind of crawl its way out the keyhole.
Yeah, some just like gross slime just goos its way out of a cash register, gets a lot of coins dirty, and then just slops to the ground, turns into a spider, and starts sprinting towards you.
I'm gonna tell it to run back upstairs and into that guy's room, whichever it is, just like run into different rooms until it finds him, and then steal something and return to me.
Okay, give me a stealth check using your familiar's abilities.
Okay.
While you're doing that, everyone else, you see Hightown is coming into view. You can see Belfry, what's it called? Belfry Llewellys, excuse me, is pretty close. It's near this end of Hightown. And Val, where you are, the rest of the group has started to climb up onto the roof of a building that is adjacent to Belfry Llewellys. And you can see they're starting to point out where they're going to jump across onto the side of the wall after drinking their potion and then climb up the rest of the way.
Okay. So, what was his name again? I'm sorry.
Walter Mundry.
Walter. Oh, thank you. Walter, I don't want to I don't know how you guys move and everything. I can be maybe like a lookout for you or something.
What do you need a lookout for? Everyone goes in. We all come out. It's glorious. just like the day I was born.
What?
What?
Oh no.
What?
What?
We all go in. Everyone makes it out. We come out rich. We're rich as thieves. We are thieves. I'm a spider monkey.
And he drinks the potion and leaps onto the wall adjacent to you.
Oh man, I slammed the potion.
You slam the potion. You truly get a rush of just what is effectively a violent toxin entering your body, and then immediately not exiting, but immediately like reaching. You feel the tips of your fingers and the tips of your toes feel incredibly strong.
Hell yeah. I'm making that jump.
Mechanically, yeah, you give me it's not too far. I'd say give me just a DC 10 acrobatics check and you've got it.
Okay. What is my acrobatics?
Mechanically, what this potion does is for an hour, you can walk on and cling to walls at your normal movement speed. The same is true for ceilings. You can hang upside down on a ceiling.
Hell yeah. And I got a 22 on that roll.
Yeah, no problem. You make it like twice the height as the rest of them. They all like splat onto the side drunkenly and then start climbing. You like land sideways, just fully in tune with your body and trusting the potion. You land on the wall with your feet and you just stick to it.
Hell yeah.
What was that stealth check for your familiar there? Henry.
Oh, sorry. 17.
A 17. Okay. 17, you burst into one room, and you find a couple having a bit of an intimate moment, and neither of them notice. Your spider ducks out of there. You duck into another. You sneak into another room, slip underneath the door crack, and you see just a sleeping half orc. Not in there. You go through a couple of more rooms like this, just with most people asleep, and then you finally duck into a fifth room and see a meditating Maddox. You see in this room, there's a single bed, like a twin-sized bed. There is a footlocker, which Maddox is sitting on top of. There is a dresser, and there is a little cupboard, just like a shorter, like wooden box with a couple of like not like kitchen cupboard, but just like a cupboard for storing things in.
Okay, I'll have it look in the cupboard.
Okay. You slink into the cupboard, and you see just like a few dozen bags of just some kind of heavy material. Your spider has a hard time, like they're like sealed shut, they're tied very tightly. You can't really get a look at what's in them, but it's heavier than the spider is itself. I don't think there's any way for it to carry it.
Okay. I'll just try and look on his person, see if he has anything.
Okay. You go to his person. 1 second. Sorry, excuse me. Okay. You had a 17 stealth. You go to his person and start climbing up gently, like, do you want to climb up onto his pant leg, or how do you want to do that?
Yeah, just like climb up onto his pant leg and look at his arm or hand, or see if he has any like rings or anything in his pockets or anything like that.
Yeah, for sure. You see on his hands, nothing there, no jewelry there. In his pockets, you find a little bit of just like pocket change, mostly silver and copper pieces. Around his neck, though, you find a long, thin golden golden necklace that leads down into his shirt, and you can't quite see what it connects to.
Okay, I'll try and get it.
Okay.
Yeah.
This will be a very difficult check. I'd say the 17 was enough stealth for what you've been doing up until now, but if you want to go any further than this, I'll need another stealth check and then probably a sleight of hand check from your spider to make this work.
What it's gonna do.
Okay.
It's gonna go and try and unclasp the necklace. Then when he's not wearing it anymore, and my spider familiar has possession of it, the minute it does, it's gonna cast Misty Step, or I'm gonna cast Misty Step through it, so that it Misty Steps out of there with the necklace.
Is that a thing you can do?
Yeah, with my familiar, so the witch's familiar, I can cast. Let's see, what's the exact text? You can use the Find Familiar spell to deliver spells through your familiar that have ranges other than touch.
Ranges other than touch. That is kind of janky, but I kind of feel like it works. Rules is written, so yeah, we're gonna go with it. I still give me those checks to see if you can do it without alerting him. Just see what happens.
Stealth check?
Stealth and sleight of hand.
Okay. Stealth was an 18, sleight of hand.
Be big here.
Oh boy. Well, not quite yet. Sorry, let me look through my things, see what the sleight of hand is. What is sleight of hand?
Sleight of hand is a dex check.
Oh, dex. 12.
Okay. And so you had stealth was what, and then
18 and 12.
18 and 12. You unclasp the necklace, and it drops from the spider's hand and falls down his shirt. He does not seem to rouse at this, though.
I climb down his shirt to go get it.
Okay, perfect. As the spider gets down there, you get up to this necklace and see down at the end is a small copper ring with a what is effectively a sapphire gem that has been cut to perfection, that is seated into the ring itself. And yeah, what would you like to do with that?
I'm gonna cast Misty Step, or I'm gonna pick it up with the spider, and then I'm gonna cast Misty Step.
Okay, you grab it with the spider. You cast Misty Step just out to the streets or back out into the hallway. How do you want to do that?
Out into the streets if I can. It's only 30 feet, but it can just kind of drop.
Yeah, that's fine. That happens, and you're about, at this point, you're within 100 feet of it. Do you just want to go pick it up?
Yeah, let's go pick it up.
Okay. You grab the amulet, and as soon as your hand touches the copper ring that's attached to it, your eyes go black, your vision darkens, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Yep. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy, I should have not.
Good stuff.
I've been here before.
Okay, so it's a 13.
Okay. On a 13, you hear right behind you, just from a voice that you can't see, you hear some kind of voice speak to you for a second, and it says, Who do you want me to take from? I can take from anyone. I take you to keep. I take you keep. Who want take?
I just twist around and I let go of the ring.
Give me another wisdom saving throw.
Worse. 9.
Okay, you twist around and see nothing there, and your hand grips onto the ring tighter.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just gonna just ignore it and just start walking after the group. Just
you
humming
can't.
myself.
You cannot see anything. Your vision has become fully obscured.
Oh. Okay. Oh god, I don't know. I don't
Did any of
want
us
to
happen
take
to see
anything.
going in?
He said he lagged behind from the rest of you. I don't know that he told you that he was running to grab the amulet.
That and this also is happening like in split bullet time type of thing.
Yeah.
for him.
Yeah.
Or at least that's how it was for me.
Okay, sorry. Go on, Toby. What were you saying?
I don't want anything that you have to offer. Just leave me alone.
I can give you anything that someone else has.
Okay,
Name.
get me the map. The map.
Map.
Yeah, the one we're looking for. The one of the islands. It's in the Belfry, Llewellys. It's just up the road. If you want to get something, get that.
Henry, your wish is my command.
And you feel a violent throbbing in your eye, in your left eye, as it wells up with blood. Give me 1 Constitution saving throw.
That's a 2.
Your eye pops out of your socket.
What?
No.
The black liquid that came out of the mark in your skull seeped into your eye and starts to drip out onto the floor. And your vision comes back in your right eye as you see a small little just being start to form in the ink that is pouring out of your eye. And you see it looks up to you with 1 black eye on its forehead, 2 little antlers start to form at its head, and it looks at you and it says,
Map, I'll take it. You have it. Thank you for giving me
freedom! And it sprints off as it starts to grow in size and it sprints towards the belfry. The rest of the party, you are pushed aside as this rapidly growing black amorphous stag centaur made out of ink and tar starts sprinting down the street, and you hear it whisper into each of your ears as it passes you and says,
Soon, we'll all be free.
Everyone except for Rune hears that. And it sprints off. And that is where we're going to call it for this week of Luck Check. Henry, I am going to go ahead and just levy this at you. You're going to take... that's going to be 7 points of... I don't have a specific type attached to it. I'll say bludgeoning, as your eye has popped out of your socket and is just kind of hanging there.
I don't like it.
Thank you so much, everyone, for coming to stop by, hang out with Luck Check. It has been very fun to play with you tonight. Thank you so much, players. Thank you so much, chat. I want to just give a couple of reminders really quick. This Friday, same time at 6 p.m., we're going to have a quick talkback session. I unfortunately won't be able to make it there, but we'll have a couple of us here just to give a quick chat about a couple of things. Additionally, we do have a official Discord server. You can use !Discord to get the link to that. That's a permanent link. You can just join it and chat with any of the players or any other people who have been checking it out. Just hang out. We also have a YouTube server. Thank you, Connor. YouTube channel where all of these VODs go up just a couple of hours after we stream them. And I believe that is all I have for the night. Does anyone else in the party have something to say to us and all of our friends?
Yeah, just...
I'm glad it was Henry and not me.
Hot damn. Boy, I hope your healing measure works on your eyeballs, bud, because oof.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Thank you
Have
for
a good
stopping.